days I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la, 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 la.
What's up? So clearly I fixed my computer. My plan worked, just to let it die and let it start over and try it that way. So I told y'all when I got fixed I'd do live. So here I am, and I got to catch up on my channel because I have destroyed it to where it's damn near non-existent, y'all. Hold on a second. Let me look at something real quick. Yeah, I totally fucked up my channel. I honestly, this is the first time I've looked at my YouTube studio in a month because I've been scared to look. Yeah, I should have not looked. But anyways, I don't know what the hell's going up with my notifications. I don't get it. And it's so irritating. But it's my fault because that's why I was trying to post shorts so I could keep the channel still active, because once you're not active on your channel, they won't push out your channel anymore. You pretty much shadow ban yourself, and that's what I've done to myself. So I was trying to do shorts, and I waited too long, I think. Martin's mommy, girl, I just got here. I've been here 4 minutes. Did y'all watch Sharrell's channel? Sharrell and Perry a minute ago? So they're having a really big fight again with AT2. Well, it's not even... Let me explain what's going on. So y'all know how Sharrell and Perry were letting Denot come around to talk about AT2 whatnot and to discuss things. Everybody warned Sharrell and Perry, do not let Denot near you. He's going to ruin your channel. He's going to, like he does to everybody. And she didn't listen, but I can't say nothing because I didn't listen either. When I started letting Denot come around, when I tell you my DMs and emails were being flooded with, my emails were being flooded with private information about him and about his medical stuff and all that. Like, it was foul. It was foul, and I was not going to play those games. So I was not going to play those games with those people. Therefore, I don't use it. But whoever that person is going around passing, Denot must have done something to them too. But that's foul. You don't do that. Hey, Muggsy. Muggsy, I saw your comment. You're welcome back here anytime you want. Well, here's where this is where it's going, Martin's mommy. So, Denot's claiming that Sharrell and Perry took care of his channel. But he was live. He's been live twice since he's claiming that his channel's been gone. That don't work. If your channel's gone, you can't go live. Is that like, I don't understand. Like, it's not that hard to understand, but whatever. So he was crying and saying Sharrell and Perry are ruining it, or messing up his channel. And he was getting community violations, community guidelines violations for harassment. And if y'all never heard Do Not Speak when he's pissed, it's not hard to understand why his channel's gone. He goes off the rails, and y'all know I've gone off the rails too, but he really goes far. So anyways, his other main channel that had like 60,000 or 50,000 followers, they're gone. It's gone. It was deleted. But he's got another channel called Controversial News or whatever, and he says it's being deleted too, but he still went live, so I don't know. So anyways, now that he's mad at Sharrell and Perry, he's now claiming that Sharrell and Perry created this fake storyline of AT2 talking about her mom when he never did. So AT2 went live last night and said, finally, I'm vindicated. Finally, the truth is out that I never said nothing about Sharrell's mom. So then Sharrell and Perry go live a minute ago. It said, no, yes, you did. And V's like, just please to quit talking about me. I don't want to be talked about and go through cancer. I don't want to be talked about anymore. I found the clip of what they're talking about, where AT2 is talking about her. And the clip, let me show you. No, I can't. I don't want to risk the channel. The clip is him just saying F your mama, F your daddy, F your aunt, and stuff like that. He's like, I say that about everybody. I don't actually mean it. But Sharrell said that V did not take that as a joke. That hurt her because her and AT2 used to be close. So that's the argument about it right now. But I do remember AT2 had one stream after Sharrell and Perry went live 2 months ago about it. He did one stream with Sharrell and Perry naming the title, and it was off. Like, it was bad. It was not nice. He was going off. He deleted it since then. I remember him saying he was going to remove it because he didn't mean what he said. But yeah, karma for sure for Denot. AT2 listening to Denot is always going to be a downfall. Anyone, let me tell you about my issue. Do not dox my number to one of my biggest stalkers. Hey, Liberator. Do not dox my number to one of my biggest stalkers because I wouldn't block my mod, Martin's mommy, because of her profile picture. He claimed that was a white woman using it. No, she is a woman of color. She's a black woman. She's been on camera before on my channel. She is not a white woman. He kept arguing with me. Nope, that's a white woman. I know it's a white. No, it's not. So because I wouldn't block her for that or tell her to change her picture, he decided to call me and my mom is racist and dox my number and give every message I gave to him to someone that's a fucking psychopath. And I was warned so many times. I was warned so many fucking times to not speak to him, and that's what I get. I changed my number before he doxed it, to be clear. I was already warned what he would do when he gets mad. So the first sign I knew that he was getting mad, I'd change my number. So that worked out in my favor. But still, that's what he does. And if Sharrell and Perry gave Denot their number, it's going to be doxed. It is going to be doxed. I mean, I hope he doesn't. Denot's claiming he's made changes recently. I don't think he has. But it's not going to be good. But AT2 listening to Denot when he's mad is never going to work out. Don't listen to him. Him claiming, oh, this was a plot line the whole time. They knew you never said nothing about their mom. They just went along with it for a storyline. Like Sharrell and Perry need help with views for their storyline. Their channel is at close to 500,000. Yeah, I don't think they need help with the storyline. But we shall see. Sharrell was crying and really upset, by the way. I just hope AT2 should just apologize, say I'm sorry that I hurt V. I was not trying to hurt V. I was running off at the mouth. I did not mean literally F your mother. I wish he would just say that and then let bygones be bygones, keep it moving. Because Sharrell and V are both very upset and hurt by the situation. And then just leave it alone. Don't let Denot anywhere near you. I'll say that much. Hey, Donna, how are you? Hey, Liberated, welcome to the chat. I don't know if it's hi. Hey, M to the B. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Bushwatchers. But yeah, I gotta start going live more to fix my channel because I, like I said, ruined it. And again, only my fault. And this whole thing with Kendra and Heidi, I'm sure y'all, that's what we left off on yesterday. At least Heidi admitted that Kendra was not trying to say the N-word. I'm grateful for that because that was bullshit that Jules and her crew was trying to make everyone believe it's not true. But Martin's mom, how you been doing? Has anybody heard from Geneva, by the way? Or seen her around? I haven't seen her anywhere. Hell, I was I was having a mini anxiety attack last night because I realized I had not seen Terry Time in so long, like months. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't seen her anywhere. Something happened to her. I got to go look at her channel, realize somehow it got unsubbed. I didn't unsub from her, but somehow it got unsubbed. But I haven't seen her anywhere. But she's finally pissed off at Jules and them for letting City Land back in. So I was wondering how long that would take before she'd be pissed off. Hey, Miss Liability, long time no see. Hey, Stanley. Okay, good. I haven't heard from, well, my emails are shit, but I am getting my notifications from my Instagram again, so that's good. Miss Liability, how you been? And why is Muggsy like asking if he come back over here? Who did he fall out with? Who got rid of him? Or like who is fighting with Muggsy? The reading of the definition of the word CUNT. Glad we all learned what that word actually means. But we've all been CUNTs at one point or another in this community. Creators, at least. And I wish Jen would. I saw that Jen was live earlier and I was hopping in and out. I was trying to watch Jen in the middle of all this other, like the war that's going on now. By the way, as far as the war, I don't care what side of the line you're on, who you vote for. I don't care. My issues is so many innocent people are going to die from this BS. That's my issue. I don't care who you voted for. I really don't. I mean, I do to some extent, especially like the hardcore supporters of some individual. I'm a proud ally, so that should tell you what side line I fall under. But people celebrating what he did last night, what Trump did last night. First off, he did it for no reason because Iran already removed all of their weapons from those areas because the idiot went on Twitter and told them what was going to happen if they didn't do what he said. So they already moved everything. So that didn't help at all. But to the people celebrating it, be like, this is so great. Do you not have any loved ones in the military? You understand that a bunch of people are going to be shipped off now, right? Like, I don't understand that. How everybody's like, oh, it's the best thing ever. It's really not. It's really not. I don't think you understand the danger we're in, especially to the countries that have vowed they would protect Iran. Just saying. Well, what did Muggsy do, Whitney? I didn't see it. That's true. That's true. Well, they all are after Muggsy for his money. So Muggsy, stop doing that. Well, I think he did stop doing that for the most part. Oh, they do. And it's not going to go well. But that's why and that's another reason I've been MIA. It is so hard for me to put much weight into the drama, the bullshit with everything else going on. And it feels kind of tone deaf to sit here and talk about the real petty shit with everything else going on. That's so I just I didn't want to add to it because it wasn't important in the grand scheme of things. But it is what it is. Yeah, I heard I thought someone said you were on vacation. Look, a week break is needed many times in this community. Well, people who are mentally sound of mind would take breaks. Well, he ain't sent me shit in over a year, I think. But I don't care because I just want him in the chat to hang out in the chat. And I felt so bad ending the stream as Miss Joanna came in because I have not seen Miss Joanna in a while. But since my computer's fixed, I can call her now. So after this, I'll call her. You know what? I'm going to show you the stuff we're talking about, by the way. I'm just going to go ahead and show you. This is what the fight is between Sharrell Perry and AT2. Because I was just going to do a little clip video of all this stuff, but I don't care to do it. I'm not putting all the time and effort. 1 second. This is the whole, that way y'all understand, because AT2 is like, they're lying on me. I never said that. and y'all should have had my back with everything going on. Y'all know that I would not that type of person. I wouldn't say or do those things about her mother. So he's like, you know who you are. You didn't stand by me. I don't know who he's referring to, but I remember it was bad, and I really like Sharrell and Perry. And I honestly don't hate AT2. I don't. I just feel like he got his emotions and didn't apologize when he ran off at the mouth the next day. By the way, my internet signal shows it's very low. I'm about to quit this damn internet service. If it goes in and out, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. Damn mountains. But I'm so tired of paying $100 for internet that barely works. It is so annoying. Okay, anyways, let me play this for y'all real quick. I'm trying to remember. I haven't done a commentary in so long. I can't remember how let me know if y'all can hear it. Just let me know if y'all hear it or if there's an echo.
Is going to terrorize you tomorrow.
Hold on. Let me rewind.
Never say thank you.
Did for him.
Yeah, I'm going to lose my mind on this internet, y'all.
Clarified that always.
Great. Ad.
Great news, Spectrum Internet customers. Now you can try Spectrum Mobile risk-free for...
You're going to give me a Spectrum ad as I'm talking shit about the internet? Sir, tell me your phones and the internet devices don't listen to you. Give me a minute. It's glitching still.
You know, I always say that joke, and I'll be like, F you.
So when he was talking to my mother, he said, fuck her mother.
Give me a minute, y'all. I'm glitching like a mofo.
That was a joke. But she wasn't laughing. She got mad.
By the way, I already clarified that I always say, like, your mama ain't shit, your daddy ain't shit, your grandma ain't shit. You know, I always say that joke, and I'll be like, F you.
So when he was talking to my mother, he said, fuck her mother. That was a joke. But she wasn't laughing. She got mad. She was not laughing. And that's how you try to clean it up.
Okay, did it play for y'all? Did y'all hear that? Or did it glitch out too much and y'all couldn't make sense of what he said?
Instead of apologizing, okay, let's keep going.
F your mama, F your daddy, F your grandma, F your grandpa, your uncle, your great uncle. I'm always saying that joke. And I fight it. However, talking
all of that up you. Yeah. I don't even talk about him.
Our mama,
let alone his mother, who I don't even fucking know.
Right, exactly.
So that's the part that they're upset about. And like I said, that could be easily fixed with the apology. So I don't get the whole issue why there can't just be an apology and move forward. Because if you don't know, AT2 and Sharrell had a friendship for years. So it's kind of crazy to me. But Sharrell and Perry were saying over and over, thank you, John Yates, because apparently John has been consistently messaging Sharrell's mother and checking on her and seeing how she's doing because she's going through cancer right now. So Sharrell and Perry were like saying over and over, thank you, John. Thank you, John. So glad John's doing okay still. That dude's a ghost in our community these days. Real Deal made it. Real Deal, long time no see.
Exactly.
Go ahead. You ready?
Yeah.
because I don't even need to drag
I'm about to
my mama or daddy.
My mind.
I can just drag y'all. If you want to do it, don't forget I'm the motherfucking prince, the big factor.
It was funny because he said, thank you, Mona. Hey, Morgan. He said, thank you, Mona, for the $25. Sir, that's Norway money. You got $2.47. I mean, you should still say thank you, but it's not $25 when it's Norway. Just saying. And Mona Do you not know the shit Mona says about people of color? Did you not see those messages between Mona, Muzz, and I think Petty Kitty was the other person? I think. I don't want to put her name if that's not. I think it was Petty Kitty, wasn't it, guys? But she was being hella racist towards Danny in messages with Muzz, saying, "Oh, typical black woman in America," blah 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 blah. Like, that's fucked up. You don't say shit like that, dude. Hey, Julie, long time no see. So that's the issue. Why Sharrell and Perry are fighting with AT2, but then Denot goes live and says, "Oh no, they made it up. They know you were talking about my mother, and you were right all along." And so H2 went live last night. He's like, "Well, just send me the proof." You're not going to get sent proof because it didn't happen. Sharrell and Perry said there is no proof. It did not happen. It's a whole shit show, but Denot was crying last night. I think it was last night. Yeah. No, I did not see it. The voice recorder video? Let me get to it. Let me show y'all what Denot said last night. Oh shit, I forgot his channel's gone. It's not going to be under Denot. But Denot was saying, I've made a lot of changes. I was changing the person I am. That's why I'm so upset, because I'm making changes to be a better person. And now y'all took my channel. Dude, your channel's still there. Not your main one. Your main one was gone before you fell out with Sharrell and Perry. So whose fault was that? Surely not theirs. Hold on, y'all. Dude, I already exited. Oh, shit, I exited out of the wrong one. Let me just show you some shit real quick. I'm about to really cancel my DAC internet service. Why is it glitching so bad? And I pay for high-speed internet. I will have to go look at it because I didn't see it, Morgan. I saw the other one that you tagged me in, like the post, but I didn't see anything since then. The freak is happening to this? What a shit show. Oh, man. But as I was saying in my community post last night, do not be going to concerts, protests, festivals, anything in the next few months, y'all. Not with all this shit going on with Iran, because there are sleeper cells in America that were activated, if you are not aware. And those are going to be targets. And Iran said last night, all Americans are targets now. Girl, you ain't got to start from the beginning. Just pick up where you ain't got to. I'm talking about Denot, Sharrell, and Perry. And AT2, the fight that they had. Let me show here. I'll catch you up to speed real quick. Yeah, this shit pisses me off, actually. Hold on, I'm going to pull it up for you guys. Let me get it overlay so I don't get in trouble. Here. All right. This is AT2's response to Denot. The title says, Denot admits that Sharrell and Perry made up the mother storyline.
And y'all believed it. They have old privilege. They have elderly privilege. Because they're elderly, you motherfuckers believed them. And y'all had me looking crazy. Now, I'm not talking about my AT tubers who know me.
It's at the ticker at the bottom of the screen. Here, look at the bottom of the screen right now.
who were like, oh yeah,
Morgan.
AT2, I can't believe he did that. I was getting harassed in my DMs, harassed in my chats, in my comment section and everything. Had y'all believing I was this horrible person? If I said it, I would stand on that shit. I don't care how bad it was. Did not say it. That's what my issue was. And then that whole, oh, you talk about my mom, was then used to say, oh yeah, we're gonna sue you, we're gonna sue you, we're gonna sue you.
Sharrell said before she ended her stream, if he talks about her mother anymore, she is absolutely going to start suing him.
It's all a storyline. And you motherfuckers believed it.
He's mad, y'all.
I even had a content creator in Epic. We're just going to say names.
But I don't blame him.
I had So Debonair, who was trying to be a mediator, and he was like, oh, AT2, like, what happened? I don't understand. And I kept telling him, like, Deb, I did not say anything. I did not say anything.
But you did.
And he's like, maybe, you know, you guys can talk and da-da-da-da-da. And, like, I got to the point, nigga, I did not say it. And it was literally like, I had to fight for myself because there was people who were supposed to be rocking with me. Mind you, I didn't want anyone to like fight them or anything like that, but I thought at least there'd be some people who would have my back, and they didn't, and they know who they are.
I'll say this, when the last rumor got started about AT2, and it actually was a blatant effing lie that he supposedly did something, I'm not gonna repeat it. Y'all, those in the community know what he was being accused of. Show comments on stage. Hold on, there's a new update. Oh, hey, dude, no way. StreamYard now puts the comments on the stream automatically without me doing it. Hell yes. Oh, thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, girl. My first super chat of the month. I greatly appreciate you. Oh, shit. What a son of a biscuit eater. Hold on, y'all. It was Michelle's fault, not mine. She kicked me out. My screen like enlarged by itself, and I was trying to minimize it. I kicked myself out. Sorry, y'all. Now I got to get back to it. Okay, real quick, Michelle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, you're my first super chat of the month, so I'm grateful for you. Well, let me play a little video to say thank you. Let's not forget this person.
Very, very risky. Now people will be like, well, you can see, here I am thinking about the Camden stuff. I'm thinking about it out loud. That was not the right thing to say to me. I really don't like when people tell me what to do. Because honestly, guys, if I'm going to burn it down, I'm going to burn it down. It's my channel. I don't share it with anybody else. And if I see some fucked up shit, I see some fucked up shit. But I guess you guys all got from this so far. You have, okay, look at Kenlin. We've gotten so far from this that I don't play well with others.
I'm sorry, Miss Liability. Here, I know you've missed this clip.
I fucking denounce you. You're fucking denounced!
Okay, so I don't actually like the comments on the screen. I thought they would just put it up on the screen like you know, when we select your comments, put on the screen, I don't like the replay in the corner because if bad comments come in, we can't get rid of it. Like doxing and whatnot, we can't fix that if it's up on the screen. So I'm actually going to remove that option. I know a lot of channels do that. I can't. If I have people blocked, I have them blocked. I don't want them to see me and I don't want to see them. You know? All right, 1 second, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I was talking to Princess real quick. Okay. Back to the shenanigans. Oh, Morgan. Okay, so Morgan said he sent an EVP thing. So after this, we're going to go grab that and play. Are you giving me permission to play it? Or you just want me to see it? Huh? No, it wasn't open yet. It's okay. Use the other one that's open. The one in the fridge is open. Sorry, y'all. Motherhood calls. Okay, will do, Morgan. Hold on, y'all. What happened to the sound? Oh, there it is. Okay, throw that one away and go ahead and open the new one.
Like all this time, I knew what I was talking about. I was even questioning myself, and I'm like,
Morgan does paranormal.
Damn, maybe I did.
Oh.
You know, I was questioning myself for a minute.
And if you missed the stream yesterday, me and Sophie are talking about doing a haunted investigation. She said she's only like 3 hours away from me. So we will have to do it. We cannot do it in the heat of the summer. Hell no. That would be miserable for both of us. Because we will be in buildings without AC if we get to go to where I hope we go. But it'll be when it cools off a little bit more. But anyways, AT2 is saying that no one has my back when this rumor started and whatnot. AT2, all of us on this channel had your back with that last lie because I knew you were not capable of what they were accusing you of. I knew that was not true whatsoever. But this time you can't just say it's blatantly a lie that you didn't say, I said nothing about their parents. You did. Yes, you said it as a generalized statement, but that's not how they took it. And for that reason, you hurt V, so you should just apologize. You hurt Sharrell, you should just apologize and then just move on because it's only going to end in heartbreak if you keep going because they will sue you. We know Sharrell and Perry will sue. How many people have they sued so far in our community? I mean, I would never go against Sharrell and Perry. One, I really like them and respect them, but two, they're like Goliath. I would not go against them and risk anything talk about them for clicks and views with the repercussions that can happen. Amber went through hell when she went through that lawsuit with Sharrell and Perry. They're good now, by the way. But that last time that rumor got started, we all supported you over here. I made a video with comments and messages from all my subs that wanted to show you support, that hang in there. You got this. No one believes it. Like, he went through hell and back on YouTube before his channel blew up. He went through hell and back in our community with lies. So I get his anger, but the reason I don't have your back now is because you did, in fact, say F your mama. Now, again, yes, you didn't mean it in a literal sense. You didn't mean directed at Sharrell's mother, but that's how they took it. You did say F all your family. That's why apologies just be habit. Like, falling on to not for truth is, like I said, never going to end good for you, ever.
And all of that was for show. You used your mama as a storyline for show.
Yes.
Y'all know y'all going to hell. Y'all are some sick motherfuckers.
And that's kind of effed up to say that too, that Sharrell's using her mother who has cancer for a storyline for clicks and views. That's effed up because honestly, Sharrell and Perry never talked about it as far as YouTubers going at her after her diagnosis, that is, until you said it. So you can't say, oh, y'all made that up or y'all just used it for clicks and views. If you had not said what you said, I don't believe Sharrell and Perry would have ever brought it up. So I think it's kind of effed up to say Sharrell's the type of person that would throw her mother under the bus with lies just to get back at you or to get views. That's not going to make anything better.
Because you know I didn't say that shit. And trust me, I get some of you guys saying like, oh, well, you know, Janat's a liar. He's a liar. We know that he's a liar. No question about that, right? We're not stupid. You know, we know that he is a liar. But he knew that I did not say that. He knew that was meant for him. He knew that. But they used that as a way to...
Yeah, and Julie, do you remember what happened when me and AT2 fell out? You know what's so effed up about this? When that all came out, none of the other creators in our community had AT2's back. But all I remember is my channel having his back, maybe one or two others. I can't remember anybody else that came out and showed avid support for him after that. Honestly, I don't remember anybody else doing it, but I know we did. And I spent hours putting that video together just because I wanted him to know that he was loved and appreciated, and no one, that people don't believe that. So don't, destroy your life over that lie. And in return, hey, oh no, we don't, Captain Hal, you can't be here. You do some foul shit. I don't have issue with you outside of that, but like I can't have you in the chat, especially if you're going to cause issues with other people that I don't have issues with. I hope you understand. I don't know all what you've done. What happened to your subreddit? I don't have a subreddit. See? Trying to start. I don't have a subreddit. I've never had well, no, I did. I had a subreddit like 4 years ago. 4 years ago. I can't remember the name of it now. But I don't have a subreddit. If you're talking about 90 Days on Crack, that is not my subreddit. And I'm not a mod or anything on that. So you were lied to. But yeah, you're trying to start some issues. So bye-bye. But in return, what AT2 did was he started doxing a part of my legal name. Y'all know I only go by Siwa Moon. He started doxing a part of my legal name. He started talking about the essay stuff again, like making fun of it. He started linking up with all the people that had issues with me and hosted a fucking stream with like 10 people on panel to run their damn mouth, including Titty Lynn, the same biatch who took nudes of herself, spread eagle, and all to send to a convicted killer in prison just to get back at me. That's who you let up on your panel just because of what? I really still don't understand what I supposedly did. Oh, that's right. I went on All About the Trees to talk about Jen doing the interview with my ex-husband, my abuser, and he didn't like that because I didn't know the beef between All About the Trees and him. I had no idea they had issues with each other, and I even reached out to AT2 afterwards, said, look, I had no idea I did not know she was going to start talking about you bad. I told her to please not talk about you, that I appreciated your friendship, and you're a friend to me, and I'm just giving you a heads up in case someone else comes to you, you hear it from me, that I wasn't aware y'all had issues. And he never he never responded to the message. I was already blocked, and then he was already on a warpath. So I've seen him start fights for little to no reason. Girl, yes. She had pictures of her, like I said, there was 4 pictures. One was her holding the camera up above while she's in the shower so you can see from head to toe, naked, but obviously. There was that one. Then there was one right in front of her chest she took a picture of. Then there was Nether's regions. I don't remember the other one. Maybe it was just 3 pictures. But that biatch admitted to me on the phone she did that. But she said it was just a joke. But she wants to go around for years now saying, she's lying. I never sent nudes to nobody in prison. Yes, you did. They didn't get through to the prisoner because you can't send nudes to prisoners. But you did it. You absolutely did it. You told me on the phone you did it. And your best friend at the time even said, see, it was just a joke. We were just pranking you. That's not a prank. Sending news to the guy that R'd me in prison to get information out of him to use against me because what? Because I say you're a racist biatch because you are. So yeah, she will never have my respect. Anybody, and that's another thing. linking up with her and then demanding me to make a response to what Kendra said about Jules' stuff, I'm not going to do that. And Amzi, for you to sit here and just say, what's people going to say about what Kendra said about trauma? Girl, you of all people should not ask me anything about what I feel about it. You of all people, because you used my shit against me for a year before you stopped with Terry Lynn. And then you supported other channels that did it. And then not just like 6 months ago, you, Keista Marie, and Jen all did a panel together talking about DW and having his picture plastered, hoping to trigger my PTSD by seeing his face. So I don't give a fuck what you think about me and what I've said about Kendra. I said it goes without saying what I feel about anybody using that type of trauma against a woman or man, whoever. It goes without saying. I don't need an answer for Kendra. But you want to say, like, oh, they're making excuses. Where did I make an excuse when I said I'm not? It goes without saying how I feel about that. But the issue I have is you, of all people, asking me what I feel about it with what you've done. And for you to be bitching about it with what you've done is dumb as hell. Dumb as hell. Just don't ask me what I feel about it. I have no respect for you in that regard. And again, with what you've done, So just don't ask what I feel about it. Just don't use it as content because you demand I answer for it. Why do you think it's a fake misliability? That's misliability. Oh, because of the Tupperware situation. It's, oh my gosh, Morgan, if you knew a tenth of it, if you knew. We have some clips of the type of stuff that happened in our community. Some are hilarious though. But it's a whole bunch of shit. Is all I'm saying. Oh, by the way, I want to tell y'all stuff so bad. I'm going to do members only soon. There's so much shit I want to tell y'all, but I don't want to play it elsewhere. And that's true. Two wrongs don't make a right. So, like, again, Kendra, you absolutely should not have made those comments about what Jules went through. There's nothing funny about it. There's nothing funny about that. And that is not something you use as ammo. Okay? Kendra and Jules, for you to compare that to what Jules said doesn't even come close, by the way. You said, well, you said I deserved what happened to me when I was growing up with my parents, the abuse I went through growing up. That doesn't make, like, she should never do that either. I will say, though, those two don't compare. It should not be used around the board. It's that simple. Your mom's death should not be used by anybody. Jen, I love you, girl. Stop talking about Amzi's mom. She lost her mom in a horrific way and at a very young age, and she saw it. Don't talk about her mama. You're above that. You could do better than that. Don't talk about her mom. Amzi, you're foul as fuck for talking about Jen's mom. But with Jen talking about yours, I understand. But y'all have gotten so evil in this community. It's really gotten bad. And y'all wonder why this community has been basically dead for the past few months. Well, you take away JY and me, that's most of the commentary. Now it's all Jen. And Jen, I can help you put a stop to that crap. I could get it stopped for you. I really can. I can make it where she can't do that no more. But if you're going to do commentary on her, she's just going to be able to strike you right back. So it's not worth it. I don't know. Y'all, this community is just so damn evil, and everybody's disappeared for that reason. Morgan, that's the best way to do. Look, I've been through hell and back trying to share my channel with people. Why are you going down? Wait, look, y'all gotta let bygones be bygones, Muggsy, between you and Miss Liability. She don't even try to talk about. She said the Tupperware thing. Everybody talked about the Tupperware thing. Ooh, speaking of, hold on, let me take this shit down. Hold on. I think we get the gist of AT2, what he had to say. And he said he never said nothing about Sharrell and Perry's mama. And I showed y'all the clip of what was actually said. So y'all could take it as you want, whether you think like how you feel about it from here on out. But I just don't want AT2 to think I'm believing this for no reason, that he never said anything about it when I saw that clip. And I'm not just believing shit for no reason. I don't even have hate for AT2. I really don't. I actually think AT2 is very professional in a lot of ways when he devotes his, like when he's trying to be, when he's not mad. And we're all not going to be professional when we're pissed off. Y'all see me go off the rails more than once. But even at my worst, it's a tenth of these people at their worst. At their best. I think he's got a lot of potential to grow and get better and better and better. And AT2's channel is getting bigger and bigger. And I really think I'm happy for him that he's able to continue to grow on his channel by talking about topics with celebrities and whatnot. But I do think when you get mad at the smallest little things and you go off the rails over the smallest things and misunderstandings that could have been fixed with a conversation. It could have been fixed with a conversation, like the ship between me and you. If you had just read my message or spoke to me about it, did I know, or asked me, did you even know about my history with trees before I chewed your ass out and doxed you? If you had just asked, we would have never had issues. And just so y'all know, we didn't even end on a bad note, me and AT2. The last time we talked, we were on Real Entertainment's channel, which rest in peace to Real. I still miss that dude. Okay. Recipes to Real, but if you have not watched Real's channel, it where me and AT2 and Real are on channel, we're just talking about, like, we were cutting up and laughing, like it felt like old days, like back in the day. You remember when AT2, like we all used to hang up on the panel? It was a good time. We had a good time and we were laughing and it ended great. But then when I saw the shit between Sharrell, Perry, and AT2, you were just wrong about it, dude. You were just wrong. And I hope, and he's like done streams since then and put my name on the list of the people he has beef with. I don't have beef with you, in my opinion. I would like to help Jen, but she's got to not do commentary on Jules or it's going to backfire. But Jen can get it stopped. Well, I got to fix Jen's intro because obviously, her CashApp is Wolfpack Jen, and I only put Wolfpack. I don't know why I fucked it up. I remember putting Wolfpack Jen on other things, but I guess on that one that she always uses, I didn't put Wolfpack Jen, so I got to fix it for her. I had forgotten. And it does. It does. Real deal. I think deny is the root of all these issues between Sharrell and Perry is what I feel. I feel if it wasn't for Sharrell and Perry, if it wasn't for Denot get involved with Sharrell and Perry and the AT2 stuff, I think they would have been just fine. I think they would have just walked away from each other and left it alone. But Denot keeps it going. I have no respect for Denot, and I never will. Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to get upset over the real stuff. I just miss that dude. Let me explain, Morgan. You know what some people have done in this community? They've threatened to get body cam of my brother-in-law being found dead, that they were going to post it if I talked about them. That's what this community does. Hence, rarely hear. People are just lost their freaking minds and lost all complete compassion and empathy for anybody. He's a mess. He's a mess. And if you didn't see that whole thing with him and Gene Dill, he was just trying to go viral, and it worked. Denot went viral. When he was arguing with that Gene Dill person, the P. Diddy trial, he went viral. So his plan worked, but how's he to say that Gene Dill wasn't reporting his channel? All right, let me go to my emails, y'all. Give me a second. Let me check this. Oh, and I'll speak on another thing. E11, I'm not subbed to your channel. I've never been subbed to your channel. So I never know when you're live or if you go live or what. So for you to think that I purposely choose to go live when you're live don't flatter yourself. I don't. I don't choose to go live when other people go live. I think it's a shitty thing to do. I think that's a real shitty thing to do, but I can guarantee you I'd never tried to go live when you went live. Okay? All right. Okay. I found the email. Oh, there it is. You did tag me. Okay, you did. What the issue is, Morgan, is I used to have someone that tagged me like daily for years trying to get my attention when I had them blocked on everything. And so I had to turn off my tags. Like I had to turn off looking at them, the notifications for them. So that's why I didn't see it. Okay, here's the recorder. Let me get this up. Thank you again, M to the B, for the super chat, by the way. Julie knows. Julie, you've been here from the jump. You know what I would like to do with Jen, though? Tell me what y'all think about this. I would like to do an interview with Jen about her time in jail. Which she's very vocal about. Like, she's open about it. She said, like, we all know it's all happened in our community. Play by play by play, it all happened in our community. We all saw it all, right? But I would like to hear about her experience with jail and what it was like in there, how the ladies were. I don't think Jen's talked about that yet. I would like to do an interview with her about it and see how her time was in there. And if she learned anything new, if she made friends from in there, if she saw anything bad. Like, I think that would be interesting to learn. Wait, would Denot try to kiss up to JY? You know what I haven't watched in a long time? When Denot and JY went at each other on my channel. Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? That was hilarious. But I felt bad for John because John thought I set it up. I did not set it up. I did not know Denot was going to click the link that day. Wait, are you... Hold on, let me turn those off. Real deal. Is it giving y'all issues like it's happening too often? Let me fix it real quick. I put it on Medium, but I guess it's still giving y'all 2 minutes. So there's been a lot of changes on YouTube and StreamYard. So I'm still learning all the ins and outs of the changes to the platforms. So if it's giving y'all, continues to give you issues, let me know and I'll fix it. Yeah, that was my mistake, Morgan, is sharing too much about my home life. That was my mistake. I was very vulnerable, very open about a lot of things. But the issue is the things I didn't want to share got shared against my wishes. So it didn't matter. It did not matter. Well, if I ever talk about someone that you're cool with, Julie, let me know because I don't want to make you uncomfortable. Hey, George. George, Howdy came in here, Captain Howdy, and said, what happened to your subreddit? I think they're talking about 90 Days on Crack. That's what I'm assuming. But I don't have a subreddit. Let me go look. I even tried to go look at Reddit, and I don't know how long. Did they delete it or something? It's right there. What are they talking about? Oh, never mind. It says it's a private community. Only approved members can view and contribute. Y'all want to believe that this isn't my subreddit, by the way? Let me show you real quick. I'll prove it. And I'll prove I ain't even in the damn subreddit. Let me show you. Now, you can see I didn't do a bunch of typing and click. So I didn't delete, like log myself out or anything. I didn't even have time to do all that. There's your proof. It is not my subreddit. I am not on that subreddit. Have I been on there before? Yes. Am I on there? No. Is it mine? No. Trust me, if it was mine, I would have been deleting so much of the shit that's on there. It is not mine. I wish. Captain Howdy is Jules, is it? Thank you, Sandra, for being here. Is it Jules? Do y'all know that? Well, who did I talk about, Julie, that you're cool with? I'll stay away from the topic. I don't, like I said, I don't make you uncomfortable. But there you go. There's your proof. It's not me. And that's not even planned. So you can't even say, oh, she planned that out. She logged out before she went. Like, I didn't even know there was an issue with that subreddit before that Cat and Howdy came in and said something. But no, I'm not on it. I'm not going to try to be on it either. It's toxic and it'll just mess my mental health if I do try to go on there. So can't do it. Okay, back to the video that Morgan wants us to see. Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. Oh, I forgot. Does it pop up on its own? Well, I appreciate it, Julie. I bet if I ever do that in the future, let me know. But you know this. Those that have been on my channel for years, y'all know this. If I'm mad and I'm on a rampage to speak my mind, there's no stopping me. I know that I know that flaw about myself. You don't need to point it out. When I'm mad because someone wants to lie on my name, I can't stand liars. It will make me rage. I cannot stand someone that blatantly lies. Speaking of someone that blatantly fucking lies. Oh, I got shit to tell y'all. I'll say this. This whole bullshit storyline that someone in my family wrote a statement to me to the detective was a lie. Someone said that in court under oath that my loved one wrote a statement against me for a detective. Well, guess what? I went to go meet with that detective. He said never happened. He's never even spoke to my child. Never even tried to. He didn't even speak to her. So that bitch cannot quit her fucking lies. Makes me so freaking mad to lie about my son. Oh, thank you for the Cash App. Sorry, I'm just now seeing it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will turn down that music even more. Hold on. Thank you so much, Real Deal.
And this is what I caught my voice recorded a couple of days ago. Take a look. Is anybody here? This is Morgan.
Speaking of people that do paranormal investigations, for those that don't do it, we get known on the spiritual side. Like we end up becoming very well known to spirits once you're in the field and you do it for years and years and years. Like I've done it since I was 15. Morgan apparently probably done it for a while. When you've done that for a while, you could call spirits to you easy because they know about you. They're aware about you. They know you. But me being a psychic medium, I call spirits everywhere I go because they see me everywhere I go, no matter what I do. But it's pretty cool when like when I've done readings for people, I'll be like, the day before, I want you to speak to your loved one and tell them to go find Siwa Moon. And they will. By the next time I do the reading, they're everywhere. So I always thought that was pretty cool with Spirit World.
Hey guys, this is Morgan from MCK Paranormal, and this is what I caught my voice recorded a couple of days ago. Take a look. Is anybody here?
1 second, George.
This is Morgan. Hey guys, this is Morgan from MCK
It's not playing.
Paranormal.
I didn't hear it.
And this is what I caught my voice recorded a couple of days ago. Take a look. Is anybody here?
Oh, I heard it. It said yes.
This is Morgan.
It says yes. Y'all can barely hear it.
Hey
Not
guys,
trained to listen to EVPs. It's there. He goes, anybody here? And it goes, yes. Sounds like a woman. Okay. She messed up yesterday and posted her Amazon. That Amazon wish list is such a damn joke. Why does anybody need bloody knives for a freaking cat's birthday party? Please explain. Oh, that's right. To make fun of George. To make fun of the things that you've been saying and doing. And then, George, did she actually delete the knives from the Amazon wish list after you called it out? Yeah. Well, when I'm angry, my mods always try to get me to reel it back in when I'm mad, but they also know when I'm mad, just let me go. But you'll never have to worry about me saying slurs or making death threats or physical threats to anybody, no matter how mad I get. I'm probably one of the few in this community that have not done any of that. She likes a southern drawl. If she actually deleted it, then that's funny. That's funny. George, you're just catching her and everything. But I heard her say, and we're talking about, I hate to give her, say her name. You know who we're talking about, Pinky Bear. I heard her say to you, George, You're making me uncomfortable. Don't talk about me anymore. Stop posting my thing. Do not talk about me. I'm uncomfortable. That's your warning. How many times has Jen begged you to leave her alone? Honest question. I'm not even trying to be an A. I'm not trying to be an S. Might as well cuss. I'm already been cussing. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here, let's play this one for old time's sakes.
What tape?
My tape. Ah!
I don't know what tape pa means. What tape pa? What is tape pa?
Tape.
What? I don't know what tape is.
I still miss those gorgeous clips. Like, and John wasn't mad about those clips, so I wouldn't play them if he was upset about them. I only had one clip that upset him, and I deleted it a long, long time ago. Thank you, Morgan, for that. Text was just with knife saying peekaboo. Oh, the with the N-word. You know who that is. I don't think it was Jules that said that. You know who that is. The same person that's denying it is the person that did it, George. Not Jules. The other one. Show them the pictures. Okay, 1 second. From the graveyard. Let me go to your channel. Oh, shit. Hold on. Dang it. I have a bunch of EVPs on my recorder, but I just don't feel like anybody would be interested in hearing them. But I've got one where I'm in the room by myself. This was when I was going through the trial and everything. Oh, it says I'm here. I was going through the trial and I was there. There was a lot of spiritual presence during that time because I was in such a dark place and they're attracted to that. But I knew something was in my room and I kept seeing a man standing in the corner of my eye. I saw a man in a cowboy hat and everything standing in the corner of my room. So I was like, I'm just going to figure out who this is because he's there every night, which I feel like it was a loved one watching out for me because all the shit I was going through is what I honestly feel. But I said, that's it. What's your name? And he goes, John. Just like that. Exactly like that. So I have that one. And then I have the one from Adrian, my ex-fiance that took his life, where I was trying to find out if he was in heaven or hell. Y'all know that whole thing in the Bible. If you take your life, you go to hell. That's bullshit. I know that now. That's bullshit. You do not go to hell just for taking your life because you can't take it no more. It depends on the type of person you were in life. End of story. So anyways, he was a very avid churchgoer, Adrian was, and he read his Bible all the time. And so when he died in that way, because of church instilled it in my brain growing up that if you do that, you go to hell and you burn for eternity, all that BS, it tormented me day and night, wondering if he's suffering. So I asked him, I knew he was in where I was because his scent, anytime I'd get upset, his scent would just like overpower the room. He has such an amazing scent. So anyways, I smelt it really strongly this one night. So I was like, I know you're in here, Adrian. Just, are you in heaven? No response. Are you stuck? No response. And I said, are you in hell? And he goes, am I in hell? Just like that. So obviously if he was in hell, he wouldn't be answering, which that whole bullshit of heaven and hell, I'm not going to quite mess with y'all's religious beliefs. It's not like how they're saying it is. It's not a physical place. Just so y'all know. It's not a physical place. It's a state of mind. It's a different consciousness is what it is. So anyways, I've got a bunch of those EVPs, but I don't know if I'll put them on the channel because I don't know. I don't know if people are into those. Oh, George. So I saw Amzi's post saying that she's going to get all your FOIAs and tell everybody else to do it. I will say this. If Amzi was going to do it, she wouldn't tell everybody else to do it. So don't fret about it. I don't think she's going to do it or she wouldn't tell everybody else to do it. Because if Amzi wanted to get it, she would have got it. But I don't know why Amzi's fighting so hard for Jules. I really don't. Because Jules wouldn't do the same, Ams. Just saying. I really appreciate that, Julie. The toll it's taking is the issue. If people would learn boundaries, I would be live more. I would be here more often. But this community doesn't give a damn about boundaries, does it seem? And I don't blame Kendra for leaving either, if she did leave. Because why I wouldn't want to be here either. And I do understand why Kendra was like, Christy Denver, why are you here? You've got such a good life. Why would you want to be here? I understand her saying that, but also Christy doesn't get down in the gutter with people for the most part. She stays separate from it. You know, like she'll come in and show support to people, but she won't do much past that. All right, I'm getting the pictures 1 second. I'm not okay if they do. That's fucked up, George. But there is a way to counter that. There is. If you think really hard, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's a way to counter that if she were to do that. I hope that it never happens, though. That's probably it. But see, doesn't she know, though, once she and her and Joel fall out, all that goes away? Like, you can't let me explain something. You can't really let Jules get close to your channel because when she leaves, she'll take every supporter with you. Or she'll try to. She's done it to so many channels. She's done it to my channel. She's done it to Terry Lynn's channel. She's done it to, oh shit, who was the other? John's channel. Well, she tried to in the past, not recently. She's done it to SoFlo's channel. She's done it to Satchio's channel. She's done it to Drazo's channel. She's done it to Johnny Mac's channel. When she gets mad, she will tell her, like, make it clear that her supporters aren't allowed to go anywhere else. Or she'll say publicly, oh, I don't tell people where to go, but she will punish you if you try to go elsewhere when she's mad at someone. Did you? A lot of people didn't do those, like show up to those. I just don't enjoy Spirit Box as much as I used to. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate that. She did it to Paula. Wait, her and Paula fell out? The woman that was sniping my streams for Jules? That lady? Why did they fall out? Okay. I didn't know they fell out, y'all. Because I know people said they fell out like months ago, but then I kept seeing her in her stream still. So I was like, I guess they're still good. Uh-oh, I think my fan's about to die. And then we have to plug it in with... Okay, this is fully charged. Oh, yeah, it's about to die. Okay. I'll still do Spirit Box, by the way, y'all, on like special occasions like Christmas, holidays, and when people want to hear from their loved ones. I just, like I said, with all the shit that's been going on this year, actually the shit that started last year, I had to take a huge step back. And it's crazy because I used to go live at least 30 times a month when I first started my channel. Now, this is only my third live in a month. This is only my third live in a month. So I don't know how much more of a step back I could take besides just not being here whatsoever, which wouldn't be fair to the members and it wouldn't be fair to the subs who care. And I don't want to disappear forever because I care about the subs too that are here, that have been here forever. So it's a lose-lose. But I'll try to be here more. I plan to do a lot more streams between here and the end of the month because I have nothing on this channel for revenue. And again, my own doing, nobody else's. The repercussions of that is my own fault. I know that. But I have to try to build it up some because God, I fucked it up. Okay, so these are Morgan's pictures. This is from at the cemetery. It won't let me click on it to like do the whole thing though, Morgan. It looks like a devil's head or goat's head. You'll see the horns right there in the shape of a goat head. This is at the cemetery. Is that a person standing right there? Morgan, I dropped the link. If you want to come up and kind of explain what we're seeing, you can. Thank you again for that super sticker. Paula allowed me in her chat. Oh, really? That's all it took? Wait. Paula, who fought so hard for Jules and risked multiple channels of hers to fuck with me just in Jules' defense. Like, that lady got multiple strikes from me for playing my content while I was live, especially. So she did all that. She risked multiple channels to fuck with me in Jules' defense. And then the only thing, all it took was Miss Liability just going in the chat and, oh, nope, you got to go now. That's crazy. And I do believe that too, George, because she's here all the time. Oh, real deal. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's not stuff you're normally used to. So, but thank you for being here. And I'm glad I'm glad you didn't miss this one. You actually got a notification. I appreciate it. Okay, let me try something. Oh, update. Y'all know how someone was constantly trying to take my money off my Cash App? I finally got like 20 notifications in one day, so I did get a new card. So that's finally fixed. But oh my God, I was freaking out. So that night when the reason I got a new card is because that one night, it was like a week ago, I forgot to lock my card back. I had went to the store to get a money order to pay the rent, and I forgot to I have to unlock the card before I use it, and then I have to lock it back when I'm done. Well, apparently I forgot to lock it back. So in the middle of the night, like 2 or 3 in the morning, I just kept getting alerts. You spent $3. You spent $3. You spent $3. You spent over and over and over at Google Play. And I was losing my mind trying to get it locked, and my phone would not let me get back into Cash App. I grabbed my computer. I was trying to log back in my computer, and the internet kept slow, like it kept glitching. I was freaking out. And within every few seconds, I get a new notification that they swiped the card, or like they used the card for more stuff to purchase. And I lost about $30 that night, and I was freaking out. So that night, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't live in constant anxiety, worried that someone's going to take my money if I have the card unlocked. So I finally just redid it. So finally, I don't know who's grabbing all the money. I really do feel like it's kids from Roblox that are just using my card. And I think they got the card information from my daughter playing Roblox, because I sure as hell don't do Roblox. But once she started doing Roblox, that's when people started trying to take my money off my cards, because our emails are attached, our accounts are attached. I got to keep an eye on everything she's doing. And I think that's how they're getting it. But I'm lucky, because before, when they first started trying to take my money, they tried to swipe it for $900 one night. $800 or $900. They try to swipe it for that much. Well, obviously, I don't mean physically swipe, metaphor. But for $800 or $900, I only had like $3 at the time, so it declined. But my card was unlocked. So if that money had been in there, it would have been gone. So I got lucky that they were only doing $3 at a time. Okay, he said, look in between the trees, you see the face. This looks like a person standing right there. You're talking about up here? That's kind of creepy. You can't tell it from this way, though. But you said you investigated Bobby Mackey's? Oh my, it was a nightmare, M to the B. And people thought I was lying about it when I was saying that people kept trying to take my money off my card. My notifications were constant. June 11th was the last time before I ordered my new card, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. These are all on June 11th. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 41 times they tried to get money off my card that night. It says Google tracing letter, Google.com, Google Flora Finder, whatever the hell that is. And it all says decline for your protection. And then the car got unlocked, and then all of a sudden it was working. Google Bizwas Tech, whatever the hell that is. So, yeah, that's how many times they tried to take money. But it went through. Great, my fan did die. It went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 times it actually went through where they got the money they wanted. So, yeah, I couldn't do it no more. I was constantly in fear and anxiety, worried about it. Sly, you made it. Nobody gets them because I don't go live much. But I'm glad you're here. And I didn't know you're still a member. Thank you so much for still being a member. To anybody that's still here as a member, thank you guys. Because y'all are better than me. Okay, Julie, thank you so much for being here. Hit the thumbs up before you go, if you don't mind. I have a layer of codes in Google for me. Well, my only defense was keeping it locked. But like I said, I ordered a new card. It came yesterday. So, but that was crazy. I thought they only tried to swipe it 20 times on June 11th, but it was 41. That's insane. That's freaking insane. All right. Well, we're waiting for Morgan. One second. I need to check something real quick. Dude, the views. So, by the way, for those that post shorts, if you post it, there's a certain time that for you to post it for it to get a lot of views. Like there was one video I posted it at 4 a.m. and it got 17,000 views or 16,000 views. It's at 16,747 views with 1,542 likes. And that's because I posted it at the right time. But now I can't figure out the right time to post it. But you have to post it at a certain time for it to get pushed by YouTube. So if you ever post a YouTube short and you realize it's only getting a few views an hour, just delete it and repost it at another time. So if y'all ever see videos disappear from my page and get reposted again, that's why. Oh, hey. Hold on. Let me make sure you're not corn bombing or you're nobody else corn bombing. Actually, no, I know you're not going to.
What's up?
I was making sure you're not going to corn bomb me.
Oh, no.
That's happened to me more than once in this community, too. If people don't like how the stream is going, they'll corn bomb you.
No, I'm straight professional. I've been on YouTube for like longer than 2 years, but I actually started pretty much gaining more subs and watch hours as the years went by and stuff. Yeah.
I used to until I just quit streaming for the most part.
Yeah, that's how you get most of your watch hours are your videos and stuff. Short videos don't really make watch hours at all, sadly. They're only good for views.
Yeah, they're paying you if you're trying to get monetized off of shorts. I have another friend who he was a mod for this channel. They're telling him he's got to have like 100,000 watch hours from shorts to get monetized or something like that. Like
views, yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. But if he's getting great numbers, and I told him you should definitely monetize. Like he's getting 10,000 views each video at least.
Oh,
but
okay, that's cool.
He won't monetize his channel for some reason.
Usually try to take them.
Huh?
It's like maybe he just maybe he just does it for fun and doesn't really need the money, and you never know.
Well, he's partial paraplegic, and he can't work, and so that's why I was trying to talk him into monetizing the channel to help out the misses and whatnot. But
Yeah.
he's worried about copyright if he tries to monetize.
Makes sense. Yeah, they'll get you for that. It won't count.
True. Yeah, because I uploaded a cops video the other day and it got removed, which I figured it was going to, but I figured sometimes you can upload like Mad TV clips and they don't get copywritten.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Sometimes I do karaoke on my channel and stuff, and sometimes they don't copyright it, and sometimes they do. I don't know why.
Well, if it's above 30 seconds, that's when they copyright it. Like if you do below 30 seconds, they're fine with it.
Yeah, I do more than 30 seconds, and I did like a whole hour of free karaoke, and they didn't do it the first time, and I did like done it a couple more times every day, and then I do it again, and they just like pretty much fuck my watch hours on that one, so it's fine. But yeah, but that picture I showed you from the grave site. Okay, go back to that tree. Most people can't see what me and my friends see because that was nothing usually. Go to the other picture if you can, please.
This one?
So that picture. Okay, now look at so that's a tree you're looking at. You thought it was horns and stuff. That's just a tree. Okay.
Oh,
now look in the middle of the tree where it V's off. Tell me what you see.
Right
like
here.
In between, you have to go up more.
Oh, up here.
Okay. Now look, now go up with your mouse. Like go up. Then you see those eyes and the nose in between the tree? Not that one, but underneath it. It's like in between. It's kind of hard to see, honestly.
Here? I don't see it.
Okay, go to your left a little bit. It's like right in the middle.
You could share it on your part. Are you on your computer or your phone?
I'm on my phone, but I also have my computer on and stuff. It's nothing. Either which way, there's a person in between the trees. This mouth and his nose and its eyes look like somebody was peeking in between the trees. It's in the middle of the tree, like these off.
I know what I can do. Give me a second. Let me take a screenshot and then I can zoom in.
Okay.
Okay, give me a second. Hold on, y'all. We're trying to get this figured out.
Honestly, maybe I'm just tripping. But it felt like I seen the face.
Well, what all happened in the cemetery when you went? Did you get any interactions with people?
Yeah, some voice recorder. I took some pictures and stuff, and got like some, not just those pictures, but some orbs and stuff like that. And it just felt airy more than anything, like somebody was watching you, mostly. But that's really about it. It's a military base. It's a Fort Sill, Oklahoma military base. So it had like a bunch of World War II veterans and all that. I respect all this stuff. I don't start saying names and showing names and all that, all that extra stuff. And I don't try to antagonize or try to get stuff to follow.
Yeah, we have people in our community that go to cemeteries constantly, and they're not doing anything for protection. They're not asking for permission. They're not being respectful. Like you could tell. Like, and for people, if you think that spirits don't know you're recording them and doing it for content, they know, and if they will take it as disrespect. Tell like if you're not treating them with respect, they're going to be pissed and they're going to get revenge on you. So this guy that goes into the cemetery all the time, he's now saying something followed him home. No shit, Sherlock. You've been going to the cemetery nonstop and talking shit and not asking permission for anything or doing anything to protect yourself and telling them you could follow me home. What the hell do you think's going to happen?
Oh, I just gave him permission. That's like just giving permission.
He actually gave them permission to follow him home.
But what can I say now? Damn it, I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, me and my friend had a bunch of different me and him fell out and stuff over different situations. But yeah, we had the Sally house and we had the Annabelle house too. I have emails. There's so many fucking emails I have to go through to find them. But we
Where
have those
is
two,
the
and there's like
Annabelle house?
Massachusetts.
Oh hell!
It's in
I thought it was in
Rhode
California.
Island. It's in Rhode Island, Massachusetts. I think it was. I honestly want to go to what do they call it? Skinwalker Ranch.
I would love to go there because I totally am fascinated by because the UFO factor there. And apparently they see them every night. I'm fascinated by that, but that shit when they are
You know what's funny? That's Skinwalkers. Not Skinwalkers. They're what do they call them? They're different kind of monsters, but they're like Skinwalkers. They're they have horns and shit and all that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it. Wendigo?
Wendigos, yeah. Hey, believe it or not, I got like a $500 fucking costume of a Wendigo. But I like it so fucking much. It's only for a Halloween purpose. I'm thinking about it. That's the only reason why I got it.
So are you quitting the paranormal or are you still doing it on your own? You just have no content?
I'm trying to find other people. I mean, I had content on it. I'd stopped doing it because I need more people that's not going to bullshit on me, bell on me, or pussy out on me. So, that's pretty much what happened. He was from Nebraska. He had to move the shit down here. We had a couple of investigations before he went back down to do other stuff, but it just took so long, and his months just kept on going and going and going. So I went to his house to go drink, and didn't realize he's gonna do some stupid shit. Me and him got in a fist fight, and
yeah, but don't guys always drink and fist fight? And then the next day y'all wake up totally fine.
Well, there's a difference between fighting with your friends and trying to take your friend's shit and try to kick them out the house. Totally different. Friends don't do that shit.
I'm glad it didn't get any worse because there's so many stories of friends drinking and fighting each other and it gets deadly.
He was trying to take my EMF. Oh yeah, he was trying to take my EMF, my voice recorder. That shit was like total about $300. That's not including the $250 camera that I got for it.
Shit.
I can literally stream it down the hallway to my phone and talk to my viewers from a fucking different camera down the hallway. They can record a live streaming shit on there too.
Do you have one of those portal boxes?
The what?
The portal boxes where the spirits can talk to you without the extra white noise and you just hear them clearly?
I know what you're talking about, but eventually I'm going to end up getting one. They're wanting like $300 fucking for that.
Yeah, I want one too. I've been saying it for years that I think actually
there's a website called Ghost Stop.
Next tax season I'm going to get one.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, but the EMF stuff's pretty cool too. I mean, I got some movement off the EMF and stuff, but it also goes off, the coldness. The temperature, like it's been to like somebody's house and shit or whatever. It goes off cold breezes. It goes off like, it has different detections on how far the range it will go. Different lighting. The different lightings when it flashes means something different and shit. And it takes a lot of knowledge and searching and shit and all that. But I technically started watching Ghost Whisperers. That's how I actually technically started. Getting into all that, but I've been in all this shit since I was like 10 years old. I have family members that actually does investigations in town for people that have ghost problems inside the fucking house. So,
well, what's haunted here in the Smoky Mountains? Do you know of any places that you could think of or no?
You talking about my place, or you talking about?
No, where I'm at. Yeah, it's in East
Tennessee.
East Tennessee. It's got to be East.
East Tennessee. Honestly, no. But now since you said that, I want to go research.
Let me know because my other friend, she wants to do investigations soon.
All right.
I will say I went to Gatlinburg and spoke to a lot of the spirits that are there. Especially there was a guy that jumped off the Space Needle. He was very depressed. He lived a lonely life. He was in his 40s, and he came here from I think Ohio, and he went up to the Space Needle and jumped. And when I was even trying to connect with him, or I didn't even know about his passing till he came through, and he was just talking about he didn't regret it, how he didn't feel anything and whatnot. I was even trying to connect with him, but he came through strongly. And then also 2 girls that were murdered in Gatlinburg by this guy. He's been put to death since. But these 2 college girls were in Gatlinburg, and they went to a bar just to get a few drinks. And they took this guy back to the hotel to hang out. And one girl went to the restroom, And when she went to the restroom, this guy strangled her friend. And so when she came out and saw the friend's body, she took off running and went down the hallways, beating on the doors, trying to beg people to help her. And people weren't opening doors. She ran up the thing that goes up to the fire escape. And of course, he caught her and killed her. And he got put he was sentenced to death. But those girls came through, and so I took one of my subs with me to Gatlinburg when I went. Like it was 2 or 3 years ago, and I took one of my moderators with me because she was going through a hard time, and she is freaked out by everything. And I told her before we went, if you're going with me to a hotel, you're gonna have to deal with paranormal. 'Cause every time I go, it happens.
You go into an investigation, you shouldn't show any fear. Don't show any signs of being afraid because they use that against you. They feed off of it, they feed off anger, they feed off being sad, mix emotions. You can feel them. You can feel their emotions, just like the people that died that I was just talking about. After they died, in my head, it feels like the reason why you hear the knocking and scratching, like she died and she was knocking on the door for help and shit, and she never got that help. Well, she's dead now, and she's probably repeating that same bullshit.
Yeah, there's a lot of residual hauntings too, where they're just repeat. That's what this girl did. So, we were in the hotel room, and Christy she had her own bed, and me and my daughter were in a different bed. In the middle of the night, she's yanking me, telling me to wake up. See, will wake up, wake up, wake up. I was like, what is it? She's like, there's something at the door, and I was like, then go answer. She goes, no, there's no one there, and I was like, girl, go back to sleep. She's like, no. I need you. Please come sleep in the bed. I'm freaked out. She goes, I don't want to be by the door. So I go and look, and sure enough, we kept hearing a beating on the door, and I go and look, and there's nothing there. And I open the door, and every time we were right by the fire escape too, like the door that goes to the fire exit, like the fire escape to the stairs and whatnot. Yeah. It was right next to our room. And so every time I would open the door, that door to the fire escape thing would be open, and it was always locked. And nobody was up there. And I went down to the people and I said, were y'all up there? Like, yeah, I was like, did y'all unlock the door? She goes, that door stays locked. I was like, well, it's been open. And we keep shutting it, keeps opening back up. And so anyways, after I after that kept happening every night, that's when I heard found the story of that girl was running through hallways at the motel, beating on doors, begging for help. And so it was like a residual of it reenacting that night. So my friend freaking out. Oh, and it kept jiggling the door handle too. The door handle would just jiggle, and there's no one there. So she needs to say she said she'd go to the hotel with me again. Not that she'd be invited, but that's residual.
I have an issue of talking over people. Sorry.
It's okay. I do too.
I try to talk at the same time, like I don't mean to, so my apologies. But no, usually when they so usually like say to the astral plane. So usually when they die and stuff or whatever, you sooner or later, like I said, they don't go to heaven or hell, and they stuck in the astral plane. Do they eventually turn into angry spirits because they know they're not dead? They don't know that they're dead, so they turn angry and more malevolent. I can't even pronounce it. Malevolent. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm trying to say. Malevolent. Yeah. But yeah, I shit ain't really that scary. But when poltergeist shit or people choking or even scratches, I've actually witnessed that before. About around 14 or 15.
I just don't like.
I also had my hair yanking out. Oh God, no, that shit's like when I was a kid, I was staying at my I was staying at my grandma's. It's a family friend grandma. Well, they had ghosts, maybe a demon issue, because that's what happened. I'm gonna assume it's a demon, and it likes to hide in the darkest, like the attic or outside in the fucking that little basement cellar bullshit, because it's so dark and lonely. So, but yeah, I was laying in there, and she was laying there, and she was over getting a fucking choke on the couch, and I'm over laying down, like, what the fuck's happening? So she gets up, done, you can really see the fucking hand marks around her fucking throat.
Have you ever been approached by the demonic? Like, has anything happened to you with demonic?
Demonic? No, not really. I mean, I witnessed footsteps. I witnessed voices around me without a voice recorder. I felt something yank my hair before. I had scratches on me before. Besides that, no.
Nothing followed you home, or do you do protection?
Well, I never used protection, sadly, but I didn't. But how I talked and stuff, I wasn't trying to let them follow me or be disrespectful in kind of way to make them want to follow me. But in my opinion, it doesn't really matter how you go about it. It doesn't even matter if you're protected from an evil, or if they realize that you can talk to them, they're gonna want to follow you. That's why most of them will follow you. Because it's either they don't like where they're at, or they just know that you like talking to them, or they just realize you can. So that's why they follow. That's just the opinion.
Well, demonic
yeah.
are always looking to follow people because their whole goal is to torment souls and terrorize people.
Yeah, bipolar people, angry people, sad people, they'll eat on that shit. I can't.
Hold on one second. My daughter's asking for watermelon. Give me a second. Hold on, y'all. I gotta cut watermelon nut. I'm gonna show you a picture of something one of my clients showed me years ago that she was showing up every night, and it's demonic, but she drew a visual of what she saw, and I want you to see it. It's the creepiest thing. It was a teenage girl, and it was following her everywhere she went, and I got rid of it, thank God. But hold on a second.
Do you believe in the whole what do you call it? The I haven't done it in a while. The fucking stage bullshit. Do you believe in that stuff?
In what?
Stage, as in trying to get them out your house, like push them out, like with stage.
Oh, sage. No, you can't use sage to get rid of spirits. Only energy, like negative energy, like depression, anxiety. Sage does not touch spirits who are angry.
When you do it, how do you when you say it's a house, how would you do it? I have a different way of doing it. I just want to see how would you go about sage in your house?
You use Palo Santo, holy water, and holy oil.
Okay.
And you seal the windows, seal the doors, and you do the same as you do with sage, but Palo Santo is holy wood, and that's what messes with demons.
Okay, well, I do the same thing what you do, but I do it differently. I start from the front of the house. I lock every door besides one window, and I have that open, and I will push every part of that into that one room out that window, and I will shut it.
Hold on one second. I can't hear. Hold on, let me cut her water. I don't want to be rude and not hear you. 1 second. Sorry. I don't know if you have kids, but kids don't wait.
I don't have a kid yet, but yes, you're right. They don't wait. They don't know the word of patience yet because.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know if you heard my phone going off multiple times. She's like, "Mom, watermelon, please, watermelon." She was not waiting, so hold on, y'all. But I do want you to see the picture, and it actually looks like a Wendigo.
A what?
A Wendigo. The picture I have.
Oh.
The thing you were talking about with the horns.
Oh God.
Hold on a second. I cut too much watermelon.
I'm trying to think of some other. I mean, hey, I probably can get some good investigation set up, but it won't be in Tennessee.
Hold on, I can't hear you. I'll give my. 1 second.
Okay.
Now I have too much sitting out. Okay, I'll eat the rest when I'm done with my stream. Okay, give me a second. All right, now what were you saying?
So about the whole staging stuff, like I usually close everything in the house besides one window, like leading to a bathroom or something. Then I'll start from the front, and I will go around the whole house in a circle to push that one energy into that one room out the window. Then I will shut the window because I think they can still go. Like if you leave your door, like if you left your door open or your window open,
yeah, they'll move around.
They'll call inside your stuff to live there. That's why you should never leave your shit open.
Well, when you do it, you're supposed to open up all cabinets, all closets, everything. You're supposed to get it in everywhere because they will even try to hide in the smallest spaces. But what I tell people when they do cleansing their house is the door open, start from the back room, work your way toward the front with Palo Santo, and then you'll go back through with the holy oil, and you'll put the crosses above each door frame and on each window, and then you have to read Psalms. I forgot what Psalms it was. There's a verse in Psalms that's just for blessing your house and protecting your space. I can't remember what it was. So if you don't know, I'm a hoodoo practitioner, and we work with the Bible just like anybody else does, except we use it for other. Huh?
You catch tarot cards?
No, I've never been into tarot cards. One time I tried to get in tarot cards because someone gifted it to me, but I just don't feel drawn to them at all.
my ex girlfriend was trying to get me into it's not really like an evil thing, but the way that book went for like I can't say dark witches, but more of a like an energy guide book. I can't really say what it is, but I forgot.
Yeah.
But it's like these stones, like these clear stones you can put your energy towards or whatever, and you and your other couple are supposed to have one. There's this it's supposedly it's a spell you're supposed to read out the fucking book. But the weird part is, and TMI, too much information. Excuse me on this. You're supposed to be naked. I didn't do it, but yeah, weird shit.
I've never heard of that. Unless she was
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
a ritual with you and you weren't aware of it. That sounds like a ritual being, you
Yeah, it
know.
seems like she was, and honestly, after 2 months after that, yeah, shit went downhill. But yeah,
I've never heard.
Come on, mic it out. Can you hear me? Hello? Huh.
Look what you did. You talked about her and got me kicked out.
That's weird.
Now there's two of me backstage. Like my screen just went black and I couldn't do anything.
Oh, wow.
What all did she do? Because you, she might have a spell for protection for anybody that talks about her.
Probably so. My mic is acting so weird. Really?
It's probably glitching because of my internet, honestly.
That is so wicked. Yeah, my mic ain't working. My headphones ain't working no more. Or they're working, but they're connected to my Bluetooth and hear me now?
I can hear you. You got to talk about her.
Oh, there's a lot of. I mean, that voice recording I showed you, that with that voice, I caught that voice inside my house.
Is it still there?
Oh no, I moved.
Like, is there still
But
something with you?
I feel like it is, but I also have a dead friend. So then again, I feel like it's him because I also caught. I mean, believe it or not, like a month later after he died and stuff, I even got actually inside his inside of a cross that I wear as a necklace. But I took the picture and stuff, and I see a glimpse of his fucking face. I swear to fucking God, inside the TV as I took the picture.
Well, if it's a friend, then there's obviously no point in trying to get rid of them. But if they're not trying to scare you, see, our spirits are always around my whole family's like this. We all are just magnets for spiritual, and they're always with me. But if they're not trying to scare me or my child, I don't even care.
Or grab, touch, shake, all that
Yeah, they
extra.
don't ever do any of that. They usually will just mess with one of the lights or mess with my alarms and stuff like that, and they'll just make it go off. And then when I say, "All right, I know you're there," knock it off, then it'll stop.
But yeah, my friends, my family friends, like other different friends, whatever. They was living in they had this apartment complex, and these two little ghost kids will really talk, like they're having conversations, and they will play with toys, move the ball around, and they give them names. It was fucking weird. It was really wicked.
Yeah, but you
And
gotta
they
be
were nice.
careful when you
They
have
were
to be
nice.
careful
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they say they're kids because that's what demonic
That's what
energies
it
will
did.
try to make it look
Yeah.
like.
Or I loved one.
I can't find the picture, and I know I have it. I'm gonna have to just find it in my photo album and then upload it and tag you, I guess.
Yeah, but
So I know I
I
have
also
a
have
picture.
another. Oh, really? Yeah, I have another video on my YouTube called "The Devil's Den," and it's pretty much an underground tunnel through our town. It's like maybe 3 miles, whatever. But it's pretty much how water holds whatever when it rains, whatever. Whatever you call it. Well,
Water
it's
holds
pretty much
energy,
what.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So people will they'll die down there from drowning, murders, live down there, and all that extra shit. and
I
surprisingly,
wouldn't want
we
that
did
water.
I mean, it was dried water. It was dried up. 'Cause like it hold water, but if it don't rain for so long, it dries. But yeah, it felt like we caught something in there, but like it felt more. It felt more like we was getting watched more than anything. Like the EMF wasn't really going off. We didn't get nothing on the voice recorder either.
Well, that water, if there's a lot of people that got in that water, it'd be good for spells. That's for sure.
Yeah, moving energy. They can travel through your pipes to your water if they want. But yeah, I also had a ghost have footsteps, like military boots, stomping inside my hallway in my house, and I felt like it was my friend was there. He fucking scared the shit out of him.
Was your friend a
he's like,
soldier?
no, he's not a soldier. He's just a regular friend. But yeah, he was staying at my house, and you hear this footsteps on the hallway just stomping like an old dude with military boots stomping towards you and shit. And I got him. He got him running at the house for a minute, but he's like, I told him to sleep in the living room. He's like, you made me sleep in the living room. He's like, I'm leaving. But pretty much after that and stuff, like a day later, he left, and I'm home by myself. I'm sitting on a couch, and believe it or not, I seen a shadow person with my eyes. That's the same person that was walking with the boots.
Well, and a lot of people are scared of shadow people, but shadow people are not all like people are like, oh, it's shadow people. It's not. There's so many people. Many people show up as shadow people because they don't have the energy to show more than that.
Yeah. Huh.
So everybody thinks shadow people are, oh, it's something dark and demonic and it's here to fuck with me. It's a lot of them are just there.
They think that, so they don't know how to go about it. That's why they assume. Huh.
And another thing for people, you know how people are saying, oh, every time you see a ghost walk, it looks like they're floating.
Yeah.
So the reason it looks like they're floating is because their plane that they exist on is right above ours. Like it's just a few feet off, like a few inches off the ground than where we are. So when they exist in their world, they're just walking, but to us, it looks like they're floating.
Yeah, it's a different realm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
and that's what I'm trying to say. For all these people that are doing heaven and hell and thinking it's a physical place, it's not an actual place. It is a mindset. It is a plane that you're going to go to, depending on what you did. But this bullshit of like, oh, you're either good or bad. It's either heaven or hell. There's so much in between, and there's so many different things in between that than just heaven or hell and that whole bullshit. And I don't even think I believe in 90% of the shit that's spread or said with church because they've lied about so much shit, especially their hate that they're always spewing for people. But people are always worried about if there's more after this. There's absolutely more after this. There is an afterlife. There is reincarnation. All that stuff is true.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Reincarnation.
So I had a psychic, but I can't say a psychic. What do you want to call it? A medium? Right?
That's what I am.
Okay, well, this dude that knew me since I was like 8 or whatever, around like 10, maybe 11, he told my mom and shit. I learned this shit until I got older. He told my mom that I was like born like back in like cowboy days and shit, whatever, like 1900s or whatever. And I supposedly like I died in some kind of accident or some shit. He didn't really give me that much details or whatever, but he said I was pretty much reincarnated.
Well, I can help you. Do you have a birthmark?
On my ear, yeah, but it's not. It's more. I can't really say a skin tag. It's more of a skin tag more than anything. I don't know if I can count that as a birthmark.
Well, usually if you're reincarnated, you have birthmarks, and the birthmark is part of how you passed in the life before this one. And another way you can tell if you were here before it, like if he says you were born back in Western days before, like you're from that time frame, if you would have to be attached, like drawn to that aspect of life without understanding why. Like you had to be extremely interested in the Western life, and like we're just drawn to it, and you don't understand why. That's reincarnation. Huh?
So I do watch a lot of, I like, country shit, rodeos. I do dress up like a cowboy sometimes. Like I do it for style more than anything. I don't act like a cowboy, but I also have a fashion of military shit too. So, but the birthmark is on my ear, on my right ear. So maybe I could have got shot in the fucking head.
Yeah,
I don't know.
possibly.
But
People
yeah,
don't
but
understand that the birthmarks are a part of how you died in your past life, and people who don't have any birthmarks means that's your first time around.
So next time around, I can be something else and nothing else.
You'll get it next time around if you haven't learned what you're supposed to learn in this life.
But that's the thing. Nobody knows what to learn in life besides
Exactly.
you.
Nobody knows what their lesson is before it happens, or you don't remember it is, so you don't know what you're supposed to learn. But it's already predestined for the most part. But if you don't learn what you're supposed to, or there's other lessons you need to learn, then you will return. But it's like lifetimes apart. The only time someone will return back to Earth immediately is if it's a baby, a miscarriage, things like that. Those you'll immediately get another chance.
Okay, I also got another question about this, and I don't know if it's real, and in my head I feel like it's real. Okay, so I didn't know she was gonna die, so I had this aunt named Terry, and I had a dream about her that night, and literally about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, she had a fucking heart attack about it.
Yep, she
and
was really telling you goodbye.
Then before that even happened, my grandma's mom, she passed away, and she visited me in my dreams. But the weird part is, I was in the bathtub, and she was crawling up the fucking wall, pale white body and everything.
In your dream, that's what it was?
Yes, so she passed away from smoking too much cigarettes. Right? You know, you smoke too much cigarettes. She asphyxiated. I think that's what that means. So her mouth was open and shit, like she was trying to catch air. You know what I mean? So in my dream, she looked at me from above and she twisted her fucking. In my dream, she twisted her fucking head and she looked at me with the whole face who she died with, and I woke up.
I think that was two things happening. So I think one of those was your subconscious mixing in with what she was trying to give you a message for. But the one thing I always tell people is if you have a dream about a loved one and you wake up and you still remember it, that was a message, because we're not supposed to be remembering our dreams. Anytime you have a dream, you remember it, it's a message. It's something reaching out to you, trying to warn you about something, trying to tell you something. So you having dreams about loved ones before they pass, those were messages from them. But that one with your grandmother, that sounds like it got mixed in, like something intervened to make it worse than what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, like something else was controlling that.
Like, were you doing paranormal investigations back then, or was this before that?
Oh, this is way before I actually started going and investigating. This right here I was met with this at a young age before I actually started investigating. So around like 8 or 10 years old, I knew about this. I was actually able to see them really young and stuff. But
then
after I got older,
then you have psychic abilities, because you can't see them without having psychic abilities. Not when you're younger.
I definitely feel them.
Well, you can make it to where you can actually connect with them and do readings. Like, well, I mean, you probably don't do. I stopped doing readings years ago. But if you ever wanted to enhance your gift and ability, there's ways to do it. Because my ability started out the same way. I saw them all the time. They followed me everywhere I went. The premonitions in my dreams warning me about what's going to happen the next day was always happening. Like, that's how it starts. And I just thought, I know I have some abilities, I just don't know what. But as I got older and started working with other witches and stuff, they taught me how to enhance that ability. And now I can do full-blown readings if I want. I just don't ever want to anymore.
Oh, wow.
But people don't understand that if you have that when you're younger, those are psychic abilities, and you can work on those and make it to redo full-blown readings with people if you want.
There's a lot of shit I'm still learning. Like, I'm 27, but you know, I want to do it the right way. I'm not gonna do it the wrong way to get caught up in some bullshit. That's why I'm kind of slowly going about certain stuff. But yeah, I mean, if you and your group was willing to travel out of state, I could probably get an investigation set up.
Well, I wouldn't be able to do that because I have my daughter. I wish.
Okay, well, shit, if I'm going to find something in Tennessee, fuck. Let's do it. But you know, my brother came from Nashville, Tennessee. I actually been to Nashville before, so.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. My brother, he moved there and shit from Oklahoma. He lived there for a couple of years and got, met a girl and shit and got married. And he was working at what do they call it, a whirlpool? Like he was working on the items and shit. But yeah, he moved back to Oklahoma and shit now. But
There ain't
yeah,
nothing
I
gonna
used
get me to move back to that heat.
yeah, Oklahoma is not really a pretty place when it comes to heat.
There's not much to do there. I would love to go there to go to the reservation.
Go to the city.
And
You go to
Broken
the
Bow.
city.
I've been there.
Broken Bow, Broken Arrow. There's Tulsa.
Broken Bow is one I actually. Is it Broken Arrow or Broken Bow?
There's two different ones. There's Broken
Oh, okay.
Arrow.
So I'm not okay.
There's also a place called Morgan, Oklahoma. You got a place called Blair, Oklahoma.
Isn't Turner Falls there?
Yes, there is a Turner Falls. Hey, talk about Turners. Tucker. Oh, I can't say that because it's the same name. There's a place over here called Tucker Cemetery, and supposedly this is supposed to be the most haunted fucking cemetery around because you'll get more than just one fucking. Supposedly this dude was I guess lived on this grave site or whatever. And back then, this dude pretty much killed his family in the fucking basement and shit, or whatever, like his kids and his wife and everything, and killed himself after. But you got to bring like pennies because it's back in the old days and shit. Like he only accept like different like if you gave a ghost like a peace offering, like Indians, like tobacco and shit. It's pretty much what you got to do with him, but it has to be like in coins and shit. And then if you don't do that and shit, they will really fucking attack you. I've seen people doing investigations from over there, and these motherfuckers are running because they're getting grabbed and shit. They're getting grabbed, followed, fucking shit throwing at them. There's even grave sites there that were there prior, and they'll be missing the next time you go by.
What?
Yeah,
and
but they'll be there next time. But they'll be there next time. I mean, it's weird to me. I can't tell if any, and this is blocked up, and this is a blocked off area. Like I know people that owns that area, so that's you have to have
but there's a lot of bloodshed in Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, you go on somebody's land, they'll fucking shoot you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that.
You know where you should go? You know
what's up?
Well, are you anywhere near that area where that psychopath like Cade a whole family and 2 girls that were staying the night? Did you not hear about that? It was a huge viral story. This man who's a PDF Cade a whole family and 7 people total. I can't remember. Let me look.
I mean, I heard some. Okay, I mean, in my opinion, there's a demon called Zuzu, and there's this house over here.
Well, you cannot be saying their names. You can do not say demonic names. You will welcome yourself.
Okay, well that. Okay, well, we need to go investigate that shit, and that right there, he's not just in one place. Okay, he's in all places.
Oh, I know.
He's
by the way, it's in Henrietta where this happened.
Henrietta, Texas, or Henrietta, Oklahoma.
How far is that?
Oh, Henrietta. It has to be over there by Tulsa. So maybe like an hour.
County?
What happened?
Okmulgee County, it says.
Okmulgee County, Oklahoma.
The guy that did its name is Jesse McFadden, but he killed 7 people.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't know about it, but there's more research for me.
I would go try to connect with them and see how what if they want to say anything. Okay, real quick to Leo. Leo, you're asking how I feel about Kendra doing a video behind paywall. Get your money she can get her money how she wants to, get her bag how she wants to. I know Kendra made a post y'all recently and said that she's going to do one last members only, addressing a few things behind a paywall, and then she's done for a while, and she's unsubbed from everybody that's in our community except ones that truly support her. Kendra, people doing it behind a paywall, she can do it how she wants, honestly. In
my opinion, I don't support people that don't support me, and I don't support people that fucking take shit from me either. Yeah.
Been through a lot of shit, but
that's why. I mean, I even have a group. Like, I have such a good group that there's no negativity, and I know that's why I have different other people that don't do that shit, so they can mod them out, and I will gain more people that we can trust. And that's how we built our shit. We just don't let random motherfuckers, or I really don't give details about what I'm doing besides the videos, because they go for your weakness. You tell them what's going on. They use that against you.
Well, this community it's horrific, and even if you try to ignore people, they don't give a damn. Like, they're gonna still talk about you no matter what. I mean, I could literally go in a freaking river and look for rocks, and they're trying to locate where I'm at to call the cops to get me arrested by a game warden. I kid you not, that actually has happened before.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this community, it's mainly one person in particular. They're fucking insane.
Yeah.
But that's why I barely hear on YouTube anymore.
I can get somebody that I know is a higher YouTuber on here to shut his ass down if he really wants to play that fucking game.
That's a female. A female
it's a female.
stalking another female. Make it make sense.
In my opinion, I'm not gonna say it, but just give me an email later.
I'm trying to handle it. Yeah,
I can handle it with
I could fill you in sometime about all of it. It's crazy.
Yeah, fill me in when it's not on chat.
Yeah, that's what they're after. And yes, this stream was titled about drama. Just it's okay. Like we're just talking about all sorts of things. But at the beginning, I was talking about some of the stuff that's between AT2 and Sharrell and Donat and all that. And I did touch on the Kendra stuff a little bit. I think Leo just got here later, and so that's why they're asking. Rainbow, I can't see you, Rainbow. What's Rainbow saying? Can anybody see it?
Rainbow, I am still blocked? Question mark. He's saying Rainbow 91. Am I still blocked? Question mark. It's under Leo with messiahability in the title.
Let me see.
But yeah, there's a bunch of Indian grounds over here and stuff. So there's a place over here called Parallel Forest, but I'm not investigating that shit at nighttime. There's no way. You get lost.
Well, see, I'm right here at the Appalachian Mountains, so I could go outside my door and try to do investigation, and I'll get some shit.
Well, there you go. That's bad enough. You live by woods and shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, skinwalkers up the ass.
I haven't tested it out yet, but I wouldn't be against it if people were interested to go out there and do some investigation.
Nothing really scares me unless I'm getting grabbed or yanked on. That's like the only time it scares me.
Getting grabbed doesn't scare me. I've been scrapped. I've been grabbed. I've had my hair yanked. I've had my shirt yanked. I've been pushed before. I've had things thrown at me before by spirit. That, like I said, none of it scares me besides demonic and poltergeist. And the reason poltergeist, the main reason, because they are so strong and they can do a lot of damage. Of spirits can't you is bullshit. Yes, they can.
They have to gain energy. Spirits and ghosts are two different forms of energies. I don't think they're the same thing.
Well, see, demonic and poltergeist have the energy to do whatever the fuck they want, but regular spirits, they have to work that up. It's not so easy for them. That they'd have to be. It would take a lot for them to do. So
is spirit so is a spirit name and a ghost term the same thing as a spirit? They're no two different. So a spirit can't do more than a ghost, or a ghost can't do more than a spirit. The ghost and a spirit just one thing. They're not two different names. That's what I've been trying to learn, because people were like spirit, ghost, maybe just a different acronym for it. I don't really know.
Well, I use spirit and ghost synonymously. But where I change it up is when, like, to me, the difference is if it's residual or if they're intelligent. Like, there's residual haunting, there's intelligent haunting where they can actually interact with you. Residual, they're not interacting with you, they're just repeating what happened in their life. They're not even aware you're there most of the time. And then there's demonic. Like, to me, those are how I differentiate.
What would you call something that mocks you?
Something that what?
Something that mocks you, like something that will repeat the same thing as you.
That's a mimic, and if you're getting that, you're screwed.
That's a shapeshifter. That's what they call us. That's why I'm supposed to be heard. They call the people that mimic you and act like or do shit like that. It's supposed to be they're supposed to be a fucking. I just said it a second ago. I don't have a lot of what did I just say a second ago, man? It will click, but yeah.
I never want to hear a mimic, because if you hear a mimic, it's not a good sign.
Yeah, that's I mean,
And you never are supposed to respond to them either. So if you hear something that's repeating what you're saying and it sounds like you or it sounds like a family member, you know they're not there, that's
shapeshifters.
never good.
But is that classified as a shapeshifter in that kind of in a ghost form?
No, they just call it a mimic.
Oh, okay.
But it's not a good spirit. There's no mimics that are good energies. They're trying to trick you. And if you respond to them, you're kind of opening the door to it. So you're not supposed to respond. You're supposed to act like you don't hear a damn thing.
Question: do you think mirrors are another form of a portal?
Do I think what? Oh yeah, mirrors, they absolutely are portals, but you have to have two. Well, you can open a portal in any mirror if you're standing in front of it and trying to, but if you ever put two mirrors across from each other, you automatically have one.
Yeah, that's what I assume. That's why I
Never
don't
put
like mirrors.
mirrors across from each other unless you want to open a portal.
I hate mirrors. My bedroom upstairs, I'll walk like my room's open, kind of thing. Like my sink and shit, you can see like the mirror and shit, and that shit's just so fucking huge. And I'm walking past it, and I just hate looking like not myself, like in general, but like the point that I know what's behind it, kind of trips me out. Shit, so I don't like mirrors.
I know I've
Also
been tempted to do scrying before, but I don't even think it's worth it.
What is it?
Scrying, where you get in front of the mirror and then you have it pitch black in the room. You only have a candle in front of you, and if you look into the background, like if you stare, it's like usually you'll start to see something behind you.
Okay.
And it's actually not always bad. Like you could actually connect a spirit and they could appear before, like can show themselves to you and whatnot. But I've never tried to do it because I think something bad would come through.
Yeah, you don't never know what's going to come through.
Rainbow, I've been trying to fix it, honey. I cannot find your account. Hey, Sarah. I don't know if I said hey yet. Yeah, I can't find Rainbow's account to fix it, y'all. But they're not blocked from the channel, so y'all. Oh, okay. Hold on. If y'all are still seeing Rainbow's comments, then that means they're blocked on Google, not on YouTube.
No, I only see one or two messages from Rainbow. One says, "I watch people." What am I fucking skipped? What did it say? Says, where'd he go? That message deleted? The fuck?
Their message got deleted?
It seems I've seen it and it disappeared. I scroll up to go read it and it like disappeared. Okay, he says, Rainbow, hey, miss liability with a heart. I think the only message I see after that.
Okay, hold on a second. I might have mods in the bushes that are. I'm going to be honest. If I'm not here a lot and my mods are here and they're monitoring, like they're in all the chats and they're seeing all the other channels, if they see you talking negatively about me, they will block you without, and then they'll block you. So I don't think that's what happened. I don't know.
I don't really do that back and forth stuff. It's just nothing I'm gaining or losing. So I just, I'm losing, not gaining. So there's no point. But yeah, anything that involves anybody that I don't really trust or really get along with in that aspect, because you can know them for a whole year and they can switch on you like a fucking dime. I just don't
trust
really.
me, I know. Like I said, that girl I took with me to Gatlinburg, I spent so much money trying to do all that, and then she turned on me when we got back because she wanted to fight another female and talk about this female's whole family. And I said, I'm not participating in that. I'm not doing that with you. Don't talk about it on my channel because you're going to get me wrapped up in that BS, and I don't need to be in that BS. And so she got upset about me not wanting to talk about this individual. So she went to another person's channel, and on this channel, they were talking about my children, talking about the SA, talking about the abuse I've been through, about my ex-husband. They were talking about everything and anything. And then she started doxing me. And this is what's so fucked up about it. So I took this female with me, right? And I actually lied to her and told her that we were already in, like, at this point, I didn't want anybody to know where I was located. I told everybody I was living in the Smoky Mountains. I was still in Texas, in Austin. But I didn't want anybody to know it. And that made it clear I didn't want anybody to know where I was because of a certain stalker individual. Well, on the trip, we took Greyhounds to go everywhere because my daughter's scared of planes, so she doesn't want to be on a plane, even though. So at that time, she was airplanes. So we were taking Greyhound buses. So therefore, we had to do a lot of stops on the way. She was coming from Phoenix or from Arizona. The bus is picking me up in Texas, and then we came to East Tennessee. Well, I thought I had to protect myself and made it to where she didn't know any different, that I was not living in the mountains. That I really thought I did good covering my ass because I knew not to trust her fully. But when we fell out, she goes, "Bitch, I know where you're at. You're not in Tennessee. You're still in Texas. I bet I looked at your luggage tag and saw your address." So, like, on vacation, while we're on vacation, still good.
So
This bitch is looking at my luggage to get at the tag for the return tag to get my address just to use it in the future to dox me. So she was already planning and plotting while on
right
vacation.
there is her ass.
Yeah, and that's a fucked up shit.
That right there alone should make that worthy to go to jail. That's like harassing somebody, pretty much.
Oh, it's beyond that. She is, and she did all that, and she swore up and down she would never do anything to me or my child. And then not only that, when we were in Pigeon Forge, I took her to the wax museum, and we were at the wax museum, and I told her like that was going to be part of the content for the channel because subs were helping. They wanted me to go to the wax museum, so subs pitched in money to get me for us to get tickets because they wanted to see what the wax museum was like. So I promised I would record content so they could see, right? Well, while we were there, before we went, I told Christy, I was like, would you be able to, be a few steps ahead of me with my daughter where I can still see you, and that way I can record content without y'all being on camera because I don't put my daughter on the internet. And she goes, yeah, that's no problem. Well, afterwards, she acted like she had to babysit my child the whole time when she was literally feet in front of me the whole fucking time. So that bullshit right there. But she was taking pictures of my daughter at the wax museum, which I had no issue with because I trust her at the time. But she was taking pictures, and I told her, she said she was taking them to send to me so that way I could have them for memories. And
So
that was trying to help me out.
Before you go on with that one, so even if you didn't give, you was okay with it, but you didn't technically give her permission, but you didn't know she's going to use that against you. So now
No.
she's going around. So she's going around getting pictures of your kid to people.
Yes.
That
And
right
that's
there
what's
alone.
so fucked up about it is she told me she had deleted all the pictures and even sent me proof of her deleting pictures, but I guess she had already backed them up to something else because after the fallout, people were messaging me saying, just let you know, Siwa, Christy's reaching out to me, giving me your daughter's name and offering me pictures of your daughter.
When you do that and stuff, even when you delete photos, those deleted photos go back to your email and they are saved until 30 days. So they're not deleted. That wouldn't make any sense until after 30 days. So
I just don't
they're
know
still
why she did
saved.
that.
That's
Well,
crazy.
and this is what's so fucked up about it. So she had these pictures, right? There was a guy in our community. He's no longer in our community anymore, so I'm not trying to cause issues for him, but he used to be in our community. His name's John Yates. He's a vlogger. When he was mad at me, he said, I would hate for someone's daughter's pictures to end up on the, what did he say, y'all? Something about, I would hate for someone's kid to be put on adult websites or something like that.
That's fucked up right there.
Yeah. And this bitch heard that and then said, don't worry, John, I'll help you at the end of the stream. At first she goes, no, don't do that. Don't do that. But as time went on, then she's like, oh, don't. She goes, I'll help you.
Oh, God, that's fucking scary.
He was just drunk and talking shit. But still, that's like she was willing to participate in that.
People like that are fucking disgusting, actually, people.
Yeah, there was a whole.
In my opinion, people that treat people badly, people that treat people badly in any type of formal way is because their life's shitty. They want what you have. That's why I don't. I don't even trust my own family, let alone random ass people. Like I knew my friend Cody for a year. Like we went to high school together without even knowing it, and we figured out we both like paranormal shit. So we both started a YouTube. And I thought it was cool. Then he just slowly going off doing some weird shit. This dude was, so pussy whipped that he wasn't really worried about it and stuff. So both about $500 to $600 out of my own money went through items. I also have my own niche, and that shit also costs. The shit that I did to protect my account in different ways costs a lot of money.
Yeah, I put a lot of money to copyright my stuff and I don't know if you
Yeah.
copyright your stuff, but you definitely should if you haven't. But like I copyright
No.
all my photos, I copyright my logo,
Oh, I
I
do.
copyright my background that you see on the screen right now. That's copywritten.
Oh yeah, you copyright the masters for that. But yeah, no. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't like people
copyright. You
copyright.
strike people if they steal
Yeah,
your
but
content.
no. He tried to take, so pretty much he had my login info for our YouTube because it was both of ours. So, but I curated the YouTube with my email. Like the time it happened, I curated it. He was just behind it. It was all in my name, and he was trying to take it from me and shit. So I was like, I blocked him out of every last bit of it, every last fucking bit. But yeah,
Sly, I'm looking
I
at
don't know.
my email and I don't see nothing. Hold on, Sly says she
Yeah,
sent me something in email, but I don't have anything.
but yeah, believe it or not, so Zach Bacon's shit up in Las Vegas, that's at the museum. So I also had not the museum where Zach Bacon's at in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, I want to go to it, even though he's a douche.
I emailed them back then, and I got permission to do it. But then again, it's hard to find people that likes this shit and trust them. Because in my opinion, like I can handle people in a group to investigate with me, but if you can't split off and do something somewhere else outside of the building without being scared, that's the people I need. Because I can't have scary pussies in there. It's just.
But most people are scared of the paranormal, though. Most people are. If you'd have to get someone that's been dealing with it since they were kids, like I have, you have, a lot of people, like Sophie has too. She does all that stuff. There's a lot of people who've been dealing with it since they were younger. Those are the people that you should take with you because they're not going to be so skittish and run off the first sound they hear. Like I said, I won't run unless it's demonic or poltergeist. I just don't want to F around with the demonic shit.
Yeah, no, I don't mess around with that. My uncle was trying to get me to play with the Ouija board and shit, and I was like, "You got your fucking mind, bro."
Ever do a Ouija board?
No,
ever.
No,
You're never talking to who you think you're talking to.
No, yeah, I know. I ain't doing that. But yeah.
That's how I got.
My
That's
uncle.
one of the reasons I started in the paranormal is because. So this is how my first run-in with demonic is. I went to a slumber party, my friend's birthday party. We were like 13, 14 years old, and she's into gothic and paranormal like I am. So her whole party was Ouija board themed, right? Not a good idea from the parents. But there was like 4 or 5 of us girls, and we all were staying at this friend's house, and we did light as a feather, stiff as a board, that whole thing. That stuff works, by the way. It's all about your. We were doing that, like that's normal fun stuff. But then she wanted to do the Ouija board, and I knew not to trust it. Like I got sick to my stomach where I almost threw up because I felt the dark energy coming through, and because like I feel things more than most people. So I was like, I'm not messing with it. But the other girls were all doing it, and they were talking to the spirit. The spirit was coming through all the time, and it was a man's spirit. And he said that, we said that we had talked to this spirit for hours, and they had answers to everything that we did. Every question that we asked, they knew the answer to. Like the question I asked is, what did my great uncle Joe used to give me every time I used to visit him? Well, every time we used to go visit him, he'd give us Butterfinger snack, like candy bars, like, and it knew, and it said it right out. It was like, which that was my first run of Ouija board. I didn't know it was a trick. So anyways, that happened. And then, so we had said that we were going to be done with the Ouija board and we would try to do it later on in the middle of the night. And it said, come back at something about, we said, what time should we do it again? It said midnight. And so we asked, well, what do we do? What's going to happen at midnight? And it spelled out manslaughter. So it was like, okay, not good. But anyway, so we decided not to fuck with the Ouija board anymore. Well, that night we all were sleeping in the bed and on the floor. And about 3 or 4 in the morning, my friends were waking me up and they're shaking and crying. I'm like, what's wrong? They're like, the doorway. We look in the door and there's this really tall figure standing in the doorway, just staring at us. And huge figure, not human shaped, not normal size for a human. Yeah, pure demonic. For 7 years, I had to deal with this shit, that thing following me around, fucking with me, throwing things. I remember going to the church, begging them to help because I was terrified because every night it would shake my bed. It would open up my closet door. It would turn on my lights. It was only messing with me. And I think it's because I was like, the psychic abilities, I was an easier target. So I went to the church and they were telling me, well, just say Jesus, Jesus, Jesus over and over. It's like nails on a chalkboard. Put this picture of Jesus up in your room and that should help calm things down. That night, something flew across the room and hit me while I was, the bed was shaking. I woke up and I begged for it to stop. And then something flew across the room and hit me. I run out of the room to my parents, screaming and crying that something's in the room. My mom and them goes in there, and that Jesus picture was on my bed where I'd just been sleeping. Like it threw itself up. Hey, just me. So 7 years that damn thing followed me around. And that's why nobody should ever mess with Ouija boards. It's never safe, smart, or anything. And
my uncle, he had a bunch of posters and shit, and these are like I can't really they're evil looking posters. You know what I mean? Like Wendigos, skinwalkers, different kinds of gods and shit, and just like really really old posters. And this dude literally has a whole fucking room just covered in some like weird shit. And so this is the whole skin. Like how I was talking about the shadow person and stuff with with the walking. Okay, so he moved out, and really none of that happened until he moved out. He shit where it started moving around, like the shadow person and shit and all that. I think it happened because of him. I think something inside those posters are attached because they just seem like they're old ass posters, like at least back in the fucking 80s, at least maybe 70s.
Rainbow, Sly sent me your comment, and I see it where you said, let me scroll back up. I watch people you don't like, so no worries if I'm still blocked, but it looks like Sly and Leo can see me. You could watch whoever you want. There's no issue with anyone watching whoever they want, being in the chats. That is not an issue whatsoever. And I've made it clear to mods. If you're just in the chat and y'all, it's not like a chat, like it's not a stream directed at trashing me or going real life on me and all that. I don't, other than that, I don't care. Like if you're, that's the only issue if you're participating in people trashing me and doxing me and all the other shit. Other than that, you're fine. But you wouldn't be blocked for watching anybody or being anybody else's chat unless it was going at me and trashing me. So
yeah,
you shouldn't be blocked, Rainbow, because again, you're still in the people see you in the chat, but I did fix it on my Google and I still can't see you. So I don't know if you might have me blocked maybe, because you should be able to see me and I should be able to see you right now. Like I said, I know you're not blocked on the channel because you're in the chat. People can see you. So I don't know what the issue is, why it's not fixing. Just Fools. Are you the same as Just Me? Because
it's just, it's the same picture as just me. That's wicked.
Oh, I know what they're trying to go at. Yeah, they're trying to go at someone named Jules.
So you got some set of lungs.
I always, yeah. I was a cheerleader, so I talk loud, and I've always been loud. Sorry. Take it. It's my mama's fault. She's the same.
I took 3 years of culinary classes.
Of culinary classes?
Yep. Yes. 3 years of culinary classes.
And you didn't go be a chef?
No, because I wanted to be. At that time, I technically started doing it right in between 11th and 12th grade. I didn't really finish like a year after 12th grade. I had the extra year because Tech is like a college. So I went in for another year, and they wanted to send me to OSU, and back then I was a really picky motherfucker, and I still am, but eventually I'm getting back into it. Like I'm taking like computer classes and shit, but yeah. It's just I'm not going to go to somewhere I don't want to be and try to make a career out of it. Like I'm going to make it the way I want it, or I just go face another different career.
No, it's a waste of life. If you're doing, it's like one of my ex-boyfriends was a surgeon and he hates the field. And I was like, it's got to be so hard to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on your education, spend all those years going to school and doing something that you absolutely hate and can't stand. And he only did it because his parents wanted him to do that. That's the only reason he did it.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, he wanted
It's a waste of life. And I told him that. I was like, you're wasting your life doing something you don't love. If you don't want to be a surgeon, do something else. And he's a multimillionaire by now. You don't even have to do it anymore if you don't want to.
Yeah, I don't like to attend to follow people and stuff. That's like somebody playing football and be like, oh well, they made a career out of it. Let me do that. Well, everybody's not the fucking same. Like you can't do what the other person can do because they dedicated their whole fucking life to it. That's what they got stuck on. I don't follow. I don't go after what parents say or what they want you to do. That's just not me. That's
I think
like
I got
that's
lucky.
a
My parents were never trying to tell me what to do with my life as far as
no
an adult,
drugs, don't
whatnot.
like shit like that. Yeah.
Well, see, and my daughter, she's like, I never want to get married. I never want to have kids. I don't want to go to college. I was like, I'm not going to make you do anything you don't want to do. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. You have to finish school, but
Yes.
after that, do what you love. Like, I don't want you doing something you don't want to do or do something just to make me happy. I want you to do what you want to do. Like this whole BS that you have to get married and have kids. No, you don't. And that's what I was instilled in me, that the whole
I'm
goal is to
27.
get married and have kids. And that's why I got married at 17, started having kids at 18. I regret that. I didn't even enjoy being a teenager, or I never got those young adult years to go have fun. I never did any of that.
I did all that around like 18 and stuff, and I stopped really doing that party shit around like 2021, and then I was still focusing on making money. Like that, I was making money even even in high school and stuff. It's just I mean I'm going fucking brain farts again. Sorry.
I wanted to
I'll
be
go
a
back to
flight
it.
attendant. I wanted to be
What?
a flight attendant when I was growing up, a flight attendant. And I actually did testing at 17 to go do that. But then when I got married, he would not let me go do it. So I had to give it up.
I want to do mixed. I want to do mixed martial arts. Like I have some training into it, but I want to make I kind of want to make a USC career out of my life. But then again, that takes a lot of practice and dedication. So
I feel like there's so much more. Like to me, okay, I am a single mother, so my daughter comes first, and there's only so much I can do because I have to always be here for her and make sure she has everything she needs and all that jazz. But when she's old enough and she's no longer here, or like she's out living her life, I plan to do so much that I never got to do when I was younger. Not like party or anything. I mean, as far as exploring
as
and
if being free,
jobs I
going,
wanted to
going
do.
places.
Yes, because I've
Yes.
never been
Yes.
one to be drinking, and I've never done substances. I don't smoke. I'm prude for the most part as far as the party scene. I'm a lot of fun when I do go to parties, but I don't need do that all the extra shit. But that's not like
You
something
don't need drugs and alcohol to have fun. That's what people don't
right.
understand.
I
But you
actually
do have to have money to have fun. Sometimes it depends what you're doing. But yeah, that's the only really do it. Honestly, I usually around 30 or something years old is where you should start relaxing. Like where I'm at, because I'm 27. Like I have a job and an apartment now, so now I don't even have a kid. So I'm really working on getting a car, getting a house, and staying there for a couple of years and have shit underneath my belt before I decide to even have a kid and start settling down. Because after that, I'm just gonna just go to work and come back home. So
I think
I'm
that's
trying to meet.
so. I have a son that's 21 years old, so you're not much older than my son.
Yeah, my birthday's at 10.
That's crazy. He's about to be 22 in a month. But one thing I'm grateful for is he didn't try to start getting married and have kids young. Like he's not even stressing that. He's not even focused on that. He's just
No.
living life, and I'm grateful that he's not trying to bring another life into his world without figuring shit out first.
Oh yeah, because that's a lot of handle, and that even just on them that people around you too, because if you can't afford it, they're not. I mean,
Yeah, it's not fair to the
oh
kid.
God,
And
people around you.
yeah, if I could go back,
don't like
I wouldn't have had kids that young for sure.
Yeah, me and my
Because it wasn't
brother,
fair for him. Because there was a lot of growing pains, and I was still growing up. I mean, I was 17, no 18 when I had him, so I was still growing up myself. So I made a lot of mistakes with him. There's so much I didn't do that I do now for my daughter that I wish I could have done for him, but couldn't because I was in an abusive marriage and whatnot. That I wish I would have waited so that way he wouldn't have suffered through any of that.
Yeah. So
that's
it's like that all that program shit that he's seen in his head.
Yeah, I have a lot of guilt when it comes to him.
I get it. But then again, people live a different timeline. You can't. Everybody can't really expect that peachy life.
Well,
Rich
whoever
or
you end
poor.
up having kids with, you better choose wisely
Oh,
because they
I
can make
know.
your
I've
life
been in a relationship 4 years with my girlfriend now. Still no kids. Like, I'm not a fool. I know how to play my cards for sure.
Well, I'm glad that
But,
you're taking your time with it.
oh yeah, kid's a kid. The kid will come. And if the kid don't come, I mean, just don't come. I'm not gonna pull any legs for it. If a kid comes, then he comes or she. At this age, I'm really more focused on having a good house and a good paycheck, and I'm gonna wait till I'm 30 at least. So by then, I should have everything set and done, so I can, start doing what I need to do. Because that's the age you really want to start relaxing at, is in your 30s, so
Yeah.
for retirement. So yeah, so I've been on this ghost bullshit for like a whole year or two, but I stopped doing videos because I had nobody else to do it with, and I'm just not the one to go by myself. So
Oh, see, I've always been one that's been good by myself as far as content, but I enjoy the back and forth and the talk. I used to, so on this channel,
anxiety related.
I used to have so many people on this panel where I took up all the slots. Like there would be 9 or 10 people on the panel at a time. We used to have so much fun. But like I said, the community has gone to shit now, and hardly anybody wants to go live because of the bullshit people do. And now this channel's dead practically. I used to get 300 people every time I went live. Now, obviously, nothing besides a few. But
You will rebuild. Yeah,
if you only go
you can
live once.
rebuild. I don't think your channel is not completely dead. I mean, in my
It's
opinion, I'd rather have a dead channel than a bullshit channel.
Well, if I started going live every day, I would get it back up, but I just don't have it in me to do it no more.
Oh, as in showing your face, or just doing
No,
what you're
just
doing
being
now?
live. It's just the toll it takes on me. It's not worth it.
Because the people
Because
that say
to
shit,
me and you, we're just here talking, right? There's nothing like it's no
yeah,
big deal.
yeah,
It's going to be an issue for someone, and it's going to be turned
yeah.
into
No,
something
I
really
mean, I'm
negative.
just saying,
Ammo.
anybody that wants to slander my name, I have people that slander this shit back and shut them down. I really do. And people think I really bullshit when I say this. I really ain't bullshit.
Well, her channel should have been on a long time ago because it was full. I have submitted probably 30 copyright strikes.
When it comes to people harassing people in bad language and racism, YouTube don't give a fuck. They just
Nope.
don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. The only thing they
No,
care
and they're
about
going to
is
end up in a lawsuit one day from all the shit they
oh
let
yeah.
happen.
I mean, shit. You get kids that want to do YouTube and shit. Well, now they're getting picked on from people that wants to call them fat, stupid. Like, what you doing? You're just blabbing your fucking mouth. Like, you think people want to see this shit? Like,
Well, let me
it's
be
called
honest
you.
with you.
For you.
I've done my fair share of slinging mud in return. I'm not innocent either. I've done the back and forth because it does bring views and it does bring a lot of attention.
It does, but it brings a bunch of negative bullshit with it.
It's not a good feeling. Like I tell people when I've never been like the way I've acted when I've been mad on here, I would never do in life. Like I would never get me to that point. I would just walk away and shut the door. Like I would never let someone get to me that point. But when it's here and they're just blatantly slandering you and like the accusations that they have made on me are flat out criminal. Okay. It's just so there's been times where I've responded and not been nice, and I've called people names too, but I always feel like shit afterwards. I never
But then
like
again,
other people
it takes
love
more
it.
of a person to admit it than deny it. So
I hate that part. I mean, I hate that aspect of it. But like I said, when the next day I'll feel like shit and I'll apologize or I didn't mean it or I shouldn't have reacted that way. But there are those other people who doesn't seem to like have a guilty conscience whatsoever.
oh
Like
no.
get off
They
on
just want to bring you down because they're doing nothing for themselves.
well, their own life is shit. That's why they're doing it.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's why honestly, when I read people, when I go live stream and shit, I got moderated for that shit. Like if they want to make themselves look stupid, they're making their channel look stupid. Get the fuck out my channel. They just get kicked out. If they just want to say stupid shit, I won't attend to it. I'm gonna act like it's never even fucking there. Their message is tell me nothing.
Yeah, I don't go look at the channel, but people seem to like. Do you have mods that will send you all the shit that people say about you?
Oh no, because I don't have. I had one person try to do that. I got shut down. Because he wanted to do some racist ass bullshit to me, then want to sit there and like, you ain't gonna go nowhere with paranormal stuff, dude. This ain't a life decision. It's like, you got a shitty ass YouTube, bro. Like, nobody gives a fuck about your opinion, dude. You're just mad because you're not doing what I'm doing.
There's
like,
a lot of very successful channels, but paranormal, so that was asinine for him to say.
No, yes, definitely. And it's honestly, people only say some hateful shit because they're jealous of you. That's why it don't bother me like it used to, because none of their opinions matter. The viewers that are positive and supporting me, they matter. Fuck the rest. Because, like, in my opinion, I'm not going to support somebody that don't support me. It's just how it works. Like, if you're not going to come watch my live stream to look at my videos, I will know. because it all matches. Your analytics will match up for the people that watch you and the people that don't watch you. Your watch hours.
I put down with some mods because they used to send me everything and like everything, but it got really bad. It was taking a toll, so I made it clear to mods like just only send me things that are illegal, like doxing of me or talking about my children or things that I can act on like legally. Not if it's not my safety or my loved one's safety, and if it's not doxing, I'd rather not know about it.
Yeah, because that's
really
just
good.
It makes you angry that you hear it and you want to, but you saying something about it just makes you look as bad. I mean,
well, that's when I'll hit the live and I'll start cussing people out. That's why it's not good.
Somebody can sit there and call, like, say, this, I'm not a crackhead, but somebody can sit there and say, this dude's a fucking crackhead. Well, they can say whatever the fuck they want until they have some proof. You know what I mean? Like, if they have proof that you're doing some shady ass shit, well, they can talk about, up their ass until they're blue. It don't matter until you show proof. None of that matters.
So the person that you used to share a channel with, or like you used to do streams with, are they a content creator or they stop?
Oh no, the channel that I made was supposed to be for both of us. I kicked his ass off my feed.
Okay.
As in, because he came to move to Oklahoma and stuff. And about 2 weeks later, we're about to go investigate. We were about to go to Las Vegas and shit to was it Las Vegas? Yes, it was the Clown Motel. We had to go to the Clown Motel. Well, he was coming up on some money and shit. I got done spending about $600 on items and shit, whatever. He was going to take care of the plane tickets and the gas and getting a car to drive around and all that extra shit. Well, he decides to drink. I kind of knew.
Investigation.
No, I wasn't. Well, we wasn't going to investigate getting drunk. It was it was coming up that week. Okay, yeah. So just we was drinking and stuff, and you know how boys like to play around, like grapple, or just like while they're drinking and shit, like playing around. Okay, well, he comes over here and tries to grapple me and shit. Well, I accidentally I try to pull him in behind his neck, like just bring him up to me, like bring him up, like cuff him behind his neck.
Yeah.
Sorry, I need something dipping. Yeah, I was pretty much drinking. I pulled him in. He said I hit him in the jaw, and the people around him said I never even touched him or hit him at all. And he was just so belligerent with his voice, his words, threatening. He tried to punk me out. He tried to punk me out in front of his friends. And I bit my tongue for a minute. I just let him talk. Then he starts getting in my face and shit. Then starts talking about my friend and my girl and me being drunk. And at that time, it kind of threw out my head. I didn't really care after that. And we got this whole big ass fist fight and shit. And after that, he decided he wanted to take all my shit, like my detector, my camera,
your mic is messed up really bad.
He tried. Is it?
Now it's better. It was
Can you hear me
really
now?
glitching.
Okay, my bad.
No, you're
But,
good. I couldn't hear what you said. That's all.
But yeah, tried to he pretty much tried to kick me out of his house and shit. And he had all my items, and I mean, I had no option because my other option would have been more fucked up. But so I had to call the cops and get a ride home from the cops and all that. And after that, you know, they tried to make everybody around me, like my YouTube, was trying to tell everybody fucking lies of what happened, and that I called the cops. Well, it was rather I got to call the cops and get my items back, or you wouldn't have, you know, you wouldn't have that house or him in it. So, yeah. But
That sounds
I really don't fuck around with my items. I really don't. Like, my items are more important just as me as my life is. Like, you know, $600 fucking dollars. It's enough. It's enough to hurt somebody else for sure.
I hate that y'all fell out though, but it's probably for the
Oh
better.
yeah,
I mean, honestly, better than your channel being big and then y'all fall out and then he tries to take it.
Oh yeah, he tried to take it, try to slander my name, acting like I'm a fucking cop car and shit and all of that, and you know, so I took his ass off of there, and I exposed him and shit. So nobody believed it was nobody on the channel really liked Cody because only people that really seen were mostly me because he's mostly gone. So it just I trusted him. I trusted him at the time, and after a year of trusting him, bit me in the fucking ass. And that's my fault. There's nobody else to blame. That's my fault for trusting him. So,
just in the future, do not give your passwords to anybody. That I would never give my passwords.
Yeah. No, I only did that because we had something going. We had something going for sure.
Well, like I said, look at
But,
it as silver lining that you did it. You fell out with him before your channel got bigger, and then lost a
as
lot.
I look at it now, I think God did. I mean, I don't go to church. I'm not really an atheist. Like I got the word beating in this word beating in my head since I was a kid. If you don't see it, don't believe it. And my parents beat that in my head. So you know the whole God bullshit and hell kind of like I'm not an atheist and all that or all that extra shit. It's just not seeing and believing kind of got to me and shit. So you know. But as in now, I think God did that for a reason, for me to move on and stride a little bit better, harder. So maybe that's why he did that, or maybe he just told me to push to a different way of a channel. So it's rather, you know. So I don't know what to follow.
Real quick, let me say
Muggy,
thank you. Muggy, thank you.
What are friends for?
Definitely. Hold on, let me play a video for him real quick, because Muggsy, what video do you want? I do videos when people send cash apps or super chats or whatever to say thank you. They're just clips of stuff in our community. Anytime I play those clips, that's what it's from. By
the way, when you had that voice recorder going, it doesn't say it says I'm here. If you actually listen to it really closely, it doesn't say yes. It says I'm here.
Yeah, I gotta listen to it when I don't have my fan blowing on me.
Okay.
But I did hear someone talking.
Yeah, it says you know what the fucked up part is? That's the second time I caught that voice. And the first time I caught a voice on my voice recorder, somehow it deleted by itself.
That sucks. What kind of voice recorder do you use? Little handheld voice recorder, like the tiny one?
It's $40. Yeah, so it's $40. It's it's like a little like a pocket like a hand sized pocket.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
It's like $40 on Amazon, wasn't it?
I've got probably hundreds of EVPs on it. I just never uploaded it, but I kid you not, it doesn't matter what time of day or where I am. Anytime I turn it on and try to talk, see if someone's there, something always answers. They are constantly with me.
Oh, wow.
But that's part of being a psychic medium. So people don't understand when you're a psychic medium or you have abilities in the spirit world, we're like lighthouses. So no matter where we go or what we do, they are attracted to us, they see us, and they will try to follow us around. But you got to put up boundaries to make them stop doing that. I mean, they still follow you around. They won't mess with you if you put up your boundaries and train yourself how to do so.
Yeah,
I think that's why a lot of people get scared of paranormals, because they don't know that you're in control of most of it. Unless it's demonic, poltergeist, or things like that, or just an evil spirit, you can usually get them to respect your boundaries.
Definitely. Yeah, there's just a way to go about it. Most people don't know how to go about it. They're just scared what's on the other side. That's what it is.
Well, I have clients all the time, like, my house is haunted, like, this thing is tormenting me. I feel like we're going to have to move. I was like, do not move. You put your foot down, tell them to knock it the fuck off. You're going to get rid of them. Like, it's that simple.
You move, they're
And if
going to follow. And
they
they
leave
just
you the
know
fuck alone,
exactly.
yep. And if they don't listen, you ban them.
Yeah, they know if you move, they got you. They knew they scared you. That's why you moved. So they're going to follow.
Yeah, I had this one client that I still have, and I don't really do clients much. I like to, that's when I used to do spells for
So how
one,
do you
do readings. But I've got one client that still comes to me. She's been coming to me for years, and she says this man keeps waking her up in her room. I was like, you tell him he's not allowed to go in there. Like, he's not allowed to step foot in your room. And so she told him that. I said, you got to be firm. You got to put your foot down. You got to let it know that if he doesn't listen, you're going to get someone to get rid of him. And she said ever since she did that, he's left her alone.
Oh, okay. Oh, I mean, it also could have made him mad. Oh, it didn't, but it could have made him mad.
He's still there. She says he's never tried to scare her. He's never tried, but she would wake up and he'd be in her room. Like, she'd see him standing there.
Oh, wow. So, yeah. So I live in these apartment complexes. I live in these apartment complexes, and like I said, I don't know if it's like a form of anxiety, or maybe I can feel some of them, but sometimes it feels like on my staircase, like somebody's watching me. I had my friend stay tonight, and like my uncle and my friend, and they stepped downstairs or whatever, and somebody was standing on a staircase that was pale black, and they was just kneeling down on the staircase looking at them. It's what he told me, and I was upstairs sleeping. So
apartments are very haunted too, because a lot of people die in the apartment. Like, there's a lot of, you got to think about how many people have been on that property and how many people have died. Because people die of natural cause doesn't mean it's always nefarious or someone was Cade. People die of natural cause all the time, and then they will hang around, or residual energy. And so hotels, apartments are notorious for being haunted.
For that. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I can just somewhat, like, they're not like, they don't move shit around. They don't try to contact me with their hand or voice or anything like that. It's just I can just feel it. Like
Then I wouldn't try to get rid of them or anything. They're
like
just
an airy shoulder feeling.
Well, as long as you go, like, say you put up your boundary, I would try to connect with it and see what it wants.
Yeah, I might. That's my try to get. That's my trip to my other house. So I took a candle and I turned, no airflow. I don't know if you know what kind of thing that is or whatever, but I didn't know airflow in my house, and I put the candle there. And I told you about that old house I lived in or whatever. We was sitting around the table with my friend, my other friend that left my channel or whatever. That's not here no more. We was talking to this spirit on a voice talker or whatever, and you can literally see this candle just start moving like wildly. Remind me, there's no airflow
It's called
or
a dancing
anything.
flame. That is spiritual activity. And if you don't have any airflow on, and you have a candle and the flames like bouncing all over the place, that's spiritual.
Yeah, so Cody goes on, and this is why I don't, honestly, in my opinion, thank God I got rid of Cody, and it's shitty that it went out that way. But Cody is not the person you want to be with when it comes into investigating, because he's the person that would like to antagonize shit.
Oh, I don't like people. That's like what Zach Bagans does. Don't do that.
Yeah, he likes to do all that Zach Bagans bullshit, or whatever. And he starts acting weird, like, oh yeah, there's something in the house, or he starts acting like all comatose, like something's doing something and shit or whatever.
Oh Lord, he sounds like a brat.
And shit like that. Okay, yeah. So we went to my uncle's house. So we called this lady. We called her Becky, or whatever. We didn't know because we didn't know what to fucking call her. Well, we go inside this house because my grandparents owned it. Well, we go back in there because it's empty to go investigate it. Well, we go walk in and stuff, and we start talking to it, and like 5 minutes into it, we seen like an orb fly across us from the video and shit, and it started getting really, really cold. And the voice box said, "Get out of here." And yeah, he just flew out the fucking house like a little girl, and Yeah, I just can't. And I just can't handle people like that.
No, he's not someone I would want on investigation with me. I want people that are going to be respectful to the spirits that are there and show respect to the good ones, at least the ones that aren't causing issues, and someone that's not trying to mess with the evidence by like creating fake evidence, and someone that's not going to antagonize, because there's bad repercussions for people that do that.
Yes, definitely.
And I always do protection before I do any investigation, even online. Like when I used to do spirit box on this channel. I haven't done it in a long time, but even when I do spirit box, I will make the whole chat repeat a prayer or say a prayer to whatever religion they believe in before we do it, and I'll close it out with a prayer, because even though people are at home and they're not here doing it with me, you're still opening yourself up to it.
Yeah, you're pushing positive energy towards that negative energy to attack the
Here's the
negative.
prayer that I always use. The light of God surrounds me, the light of God enfolds me, the power of God protects me, amen. And that's something that's always worked for me in investigations to stop anything from messing with me or following me.
Oh, wow.
So like I said, here's the thing about the religion thing. I grew up going to church, all that stuff. I know that there's a higher being, that there's a higher being, whether it be a creator or God or whatever. I know there is a higher being, but I don't believe it's how it's being portrayed in church, where he's judging everything you're doing and he's in control of it all, and he's punishing you because you said a curse word, and he's punishing you because you ate the last chicken or something. Like it. I don't believe there's someone watching millions of people every day and planning out revenge for anyone if they steer the wrong way from the word of God, as they say it, because the word of God has been altered so many damn times by humans that it's just bullshit.
Yeah, that's wicked.
So there is good and bad. There is a higher being. There is a version of heaven and hell, and there's a lot in between that. But the absolute fear mongering and hate spewed in churches these days pisses me off. Like I went to a church service about a month ago with my daughter, and I'm a proud ally on this channel. I may always been a proud ally to the LGBTQIA. And while we were at church, the preacher said, all the ladies, something about all the ladies in the church. And he said, oh, if you're trans, you don't count. Like that shit pissed me off. It straight up pissed me off. And yes, I know not everybody believes in that people should all have civil rights or whatnot.
Nothing wrong,
that's your
in my
own
opinion,
business.
There's nothing wrong for being transgender. There's nothing wrong for being gay. But
well, here's the thing about the whole gay thing in the Bible. Gay wasn't even added to the Bible as a sin until 1949 or 59. I forget which one. But what the actual word that was said, that was roughly translated to now say, oh, it's all gay people are bad. It said perverse, sex, is a sin, is an abomination. And what they were talking about was people with animals and adults with children. That's what it actually meant. He was not talking about gay people, but it got added to the Bible, the King James Version, in 1949 or 1959. It wasn't even sin or added sin before then. And the whole thing about if you do witchcraft, you're evil and whatnot. Guess what? When the actual word of God, the Old Testament, was being wrote out, if you were a pharmacist or a scientist, they would have thought you were a witch, and they would have thought you should burn in hell. It's a very outdated term from back then. But the new King James Version that's been altered 1,000 times, it's every other word. If you're a witch, you're going to hell. If you practice tarot cards, you're going to hell. If you do readings, you go to hell. If you talk to spirits, you're going to hell. Like none of that shit was in the Bible before it got altered.
Wow.
Most of it.
I didn't know. Wow.
Before I decided to start practicing hoodoo, I spent a year going to the library and checking out every version of the Bible, over 100 years old version, finding out the history of what the true word of God said versus what's now being spread in church. And I did my full research before I decided to start practicing, because I didn't want to turn my back on religion, but I still knew I had abilities to do more. And so when I did all that research to make sure I wasn't, going to go to hell and all this other shit before I decided to start practicing. And that's how I found the truth in a lot of shit, to realize that a lot of it is not true. A lot of the stuff they teach now is not true.
It's something they want you to believe in shit. That's what it
It's
is.
all about controlling the masses. It's all about fear. They don't understand the LGBTQIA, so they say it's a sin, so you don't do it. They don't understand the trans, so they say it's a sin, you don't do it. They don't understand the paranormal, so they say it's a sin, you don't do it. They don't understand witchcraft, so they say it's a sin, so you don't do it. Because it's all evil. No, it's not.
You're definitely right on that one. For sure.
It's, like I said, it's just about control. Now, like I said, I
Yeah,
still go to
so
church, and I still go to fellowship, and I still go to church events and all that jazz. I just strongly get pissed off when they still try to teach hate while screaming at it's about the love of God.
yeah. Huh. Oh, you teach me something fucking new. Actually, we're not even fucking new. Okay. Well, have you ever had
Well,
a
you should,
have you ever
people, whoever wanted, like I said, if you want to know what the actual Bible said, you need to get a 100-year-old Bible at least. Anything written before that or since that is going to be full of bullshit.
bullshit baloney?
I have a handheld Bible that my grandma gave me, and it's over 100 years old. And trust, there's none of that shit in there about being gay being a sin.
That's crazy. Government trying to reverse that shit on you.
It is crazy because you know how many people take their lives because their Christian families denounce them because they come out of the closet. Like that's why the S rate is so high in the LGBTQIA because of the shame that's put on them by Christians. And it's not even the parents' fault because the parents are being told these lies in church that it's a sin and abomination and they're going to go to hell. So they're just following what they've been taught the whole lives.
Program. That's what we call program.
It's absolutely programming in my opinion. It's brainwashing.
Just pretty much like if no offense, like the whole falling down of a couple's relationship and all that. That there's a toll on a kid as they get older, for sure, because they carry that shit with them. Because it happened to me before too. So that's why I got bipolar, anxiety. Pretty much that's really it and stuff. I mean, I know because Oklahoma has medical cards. I'm 420 friendly, but that's like the only thing I fuck with. But I use it only for that. I don't use it for fun. I don't use it to blow people's fucking faces. I do it on my own correctional time. So there's a time and a place to do shit, and YouTube is not one of them.
Well, as long as you're using it responsibly.
Well, you smoking constantly, even though you smoked one blunt already. You smoking about 5 after, and that's unresponsible. I got friends like that. But
I don't know. I just feel like if the church would stop preaching all this hate for the LGBTQIA, we wouldn't have so many deaths happening.
Yeah, definitely.
I went to one church where the preacher, and this was years ago, and this was one of the last times I went to a church. This preacher went up on, and I argued with him in front of everybody. It was crazy. Oh, thank you, M to the B. I can't see who got gifted, but thank you so much. Thank you, y'all, for all the support and helping me out with the revenue on the channel. And thank you. I'm very grateful for you. So I went to this one church with my best friends and my kids and everything, and this was in East Texas, so you can kind of get the scene of what was going to be preached, whatnot.
I know
so,
Texas in and out.
Oh, thank you.
So you know I'm like 45 minutes from what you call Fort Texas.
Hey, I've been there. It's beautiful. My sister got married in front of the waterfall there.
The Botanical Gardens.
Yeah, but there's a lot of military there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh,
but I love that.
Oklahoma, Fort Sill military base is our artillery base. Oklahoma is nothing but where we're at is nothing but our artillery base. You go to Wichita Falls. It's I forgot the name, but it's
Air Force.
It's Air Force, and I going past Dallas and stuff. I don't know what's really past Dallas. I haven't really been to Houston yet or San Antonio. But I
remember, I went there to my sister's wedding, and I was her maid of honor, and I was a teenager still. I was her maid of honor, and I remember going to the waterfall on the base before she got married. There was just soldiers everywhere.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh my God! It was amazing. I loved it. I'm a big
Oh
fan
yeah,
of the military.
it makes you feel invincible, even though you're not in the military.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, definitely.
but oh, so yeah, so I was saying about the church I went to. So the church, my daughter just punched the wall playing VR. Are you
Oh yeah,
okay?
I used to do that as a kid,
I
and
heard you hit something. Be careful.
in my opinion,
She's
okay,
got headset VR, the VR headset.
the whole I used to punch holes inside the wall before when I was younger because I was easy to get mad at shit. So people started telling my mom to start putting me on medication for my bipolar thing, and please, whatever you do, don't put your kids on some medicine for bipolar. Let them talk it out, or let them
How
grow it
old were
out
you when
because
she put you on it?
I was like 8 or 7 years old. What it did to
No,
me, it
hell
made
no.
me
That's too young.
yes. Okay. So she did that, and what it did to me, it made me sad. It made me happy. Then after the happy was gone, it went back to sad. Then it made me want to kill myself, and it made me want to kill people.
Try to
So
say K,
please.
myself, or
Okay,
other people. You're getting me in trouble.
okay, my bad. Exo that out.
It's okay.
But
It's just
yeah,
YouTube words. Well,
yes,
here's
I
the
understand
thing. Your
my bad.
mom, I don't believe in putting kids on medicine at younger ages because you're still developing.
Don't
You're
follow
just
your friends. Yes.
it messes with your brain chemistry, and as you're developing, you should not be on strong medication like that unless it's extreme situations. So if she just put you on that
Abilify?
because you were punching holes because you were angry, that's stupid. My son used to punch
Yeah,
things all the time. He was just angry because he was dealing with a lot of shit in life, especially with his dad, that he would punch things. And I know with boys, that's normal for
I didn't
boys.
even know my dad.
Y'all just like
I
to
never
punch
even met
shit.
him. Yeah,
Yeah. She should not have put you on medicine that young. Absolutely not.
yeah. That's what happens when
But
you
don't
listen to
hold it
friends.
against her.
Oh no, I
Don't
don't
hold
hold
it
it against
against
her.
her because she was probably just trying to help you and thought she was doing the best thing.
Oh yeah, but yeah. As I
The
got older,
doctor should have told her not to do it. Is who's
it,
responsible? He should have said he's too
yeah.
young for these types of medicines.
After her doing that, as I got older, like I was bullied from kindergarten all the way to middle school to high school in his shitty part by the same bully. Swear to God. And yeah, it took my mental state to a whole different level, and they had to shove me into a mental hospital more than one time. So
I have no judgment. I've been in mental hospital more than one time myself for S stuff.
yes, and I
But
mean I
mine's
can't blame
situational.
them.
So I got diagnosed with PTSD because of the SA stuff and abuse. So I got diagnosed with PTSD and then situational depression. So it just depends on my surroundings, like what's going on. So if I'm in an abusive marriage, guess what? I'm extremely depressed and wanting to end my life because I don't want to, I hate my life, stuff like that. Or if I'm just going through a lot of extreme stress or like it has to be extreme for me to get to that point for me to start
Right.
having those thoughts. But I have not had those thoughts. Well, no, I can't say that. I've had fleeting issues with that through the YouTube shit, but I've never gotten to the point where I actually was going to. If I ever got to that point, I would just go get treatment. And I'm lucky enough that
Yeah,
I've got family that would help out if I needed to.
yeah, because that means they care. And tell me that don't help that. Well, it depends if they help out and you never got the care that you didn't accept. You know, I can understand if they don't help you out of that, but people, people are
Like
like
if I
that.
went if I called my parents tonight and said, I'm having S thoughts, I can't fight them much longer, I need to go get treatment. Because I will never make an attempt on my life ever. I did it the last time
Yeah,
I did it. I had horrible repercussions. Things I had never even fathomed were going to happen happened. I promise I would never do that again. Never put my family through that again, and I haven't. I won't. But if I were to
because
call
the
my
third,
parents and be like, "I need you to help me with my daughter. I need to go into treatment," they would get me a plane ticket, her plane ticket, help with her as long as I needed. I just wouldn't put that. I just try every
so
other option to not do that though. Like I
I
feel
don't
like
know if
that's a
you heard
lot
about that in OKC. I can't remember the name, but it's supposed to be some weird, like it's supposed to be some, like it's supposed to be like it's like supposed to be like a psych ward almost. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, the third time I went back, they told me the next time I come back the fourth time, they was going to take my ass there, and my ass is going to be there more than 3 months apiece. So
I've only spent 2 weeks, and that was the
no,
most.
I went back 3 times. I went back in I went I went ninth grade year. They put me in there for 3 months. I had classes and still. They put me on meditation. They had therapy classes. They had therapists. All that extra shit. You know, it somewhat helped until I got back to fucking school and around people that naively treat me bad for no reason, just because they're like shitty, I'm going to assume. And, you know, again, you know, I was at a football game. Well, I thought this dude was my friend. And he was up there talking to a bunch of girls, whatever, because we're all friends, whatever. So he decided to show off and kick me in the fucking nuts in front of these girls. Okay.
That's
and,
not funny.
Oh, he was about to get one of that game because it was about to happen. Well, he lucky the cop and the principal that was there saved him. And remind you, this is a different principal's son. And I don't progress this to anybody, and I can't say the words that I'm gonna say. I followed him to the bathroom, and I'm pretty sure I knew what the rest led to. And it's just more than just a beating. You know what I mean? My therapist found out about it after because the dude ran out the bathroom, and that's where I pretty much, you know, got caught out.
Damn.
But yeah.
You've been through hell in life growing up.
Oh,
You had a lot
I'm
of
still going
struggles.
through that. I'm just trying to treat it better because if I don't treat it better, it's either I or somebody is gonna, you know.
Well, you had to find an outlet. You had to find something that makes you happy. So whenever I get into that really deep, dark place, I'll go out in nature. I'll go hiking. I'll go get in a river. I'll go do something fun with my child. You know, stuff like that. Listen to music. Watch nostalgic movies that make me happy. You have to find something that's going to change your way of thinking in that moment, so you don't just get further and further down into it.
At that time, I was listening to, you know, music does have a toll when it comes to mental health because the beats, like the heavy, you know, the metal bullshit, it's all, the influence of the beat turns into anger. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but that heavy, like say, so have you listened to Slipknot before or like heavy bands?
I can't listen to that screaming.
Okay. Well, think of me being at that age and listening to music, and they said use music as a cope. Well, you telling me to use music as a cope? Well, I'm listening to some heavy ass shit, and it's evil in people's eyes, and people that sing it don't think it's evil.
No,
but the
you were listening to Slipknot.
The tone of the music will make that's what made. I even got a whole Slipknot tattoo on my back.
Dude, there's some dark shit in some music. You know that.
I know more than what people think about Slipknot. They started in Iowa. Corey Taylor was not the singer of Slipknot. He was just number 2 of Slipknot. Paul Bearer, or was Paul? I can't remember his fucking first name. It's been a minute. But he was number 1 and shit, and he died. Corey Taylor took it because he was number 2. So he took that spot. The drummer Jody Jordison, he passed away sadly. But
I heard
after that,
on the news.
Oh, they did drugs. They did drugs to create music. If you listen to Iowa on their first album, they
think a lot of them do though, because especially because it's supposed to open their mind up and give them ideas, and it's supposed to their creative mindset.
Oh yeah, before I forget, there's a good one. He can spit it out. That was a good one. Psychosocial.
Never heard of that one.
Oh yeah, just wait and believe.
You know who my bands were to listen to when I was a teenager going through shit? Linkin Park and Cold. I don't know if you ever heard of Cold.
Yes.
Not Coldplay, Cold.
Yes, I know you're talking about. Yes.
I still have their CD. Actually, it's like right up there by my TV.
Yeah, I used to listen to Green Day, Five Finger Death. I still listen to those.
I think Linkin Park though completely. Like,
in my opinion, after the other singer dominating, after he died, in fucking Linkin Park.
No, it's ruined now. But they perfectly knew how to explain what teenagers go through, and especially people with mental health issues and struggling like that. Like Linkin Park has just a beautiful way of explaining it and making you understand.
Chester was the only one to explain it.
Oh my gosh!
Chester was the only one that brought that emotion. Nobody fucking wrote that song with him. I don't give a fuck what anybody said. All that emotion and all that feelings and all that he said in every fucking song. That's all him. This is what he lived through.
Well, you know what? Like my son, when he started going through his struggles at 14 and 15, I told him that one way that helped me is listening to music. And so I gave him my CD case because they're all the CDs from when I was a teenager. I was like, just go through with them, just listen and see if it helps. He got to Linkin Park. It helped him so much. Every day after school, he'd go in his room and just turn on that music and just listen, and he would feel so much better afterwards. So
Oh yeah.
they've done a
In the
lot of.
end,
They're very great. They're a very great band, and I just hate that they're trying to, using that female now to do Chester's part.
oh yeah. You fucking because you know that guy that sings right beside Chester. I forgot his name. Fuck that dude. I don't like
Mike
him.
Shinoda.
Yeah, that dude's he's a slumping ass user.
Like I understand that they need to move forward, and they don't want to just get rid of the
They need
band.
to move
It's not fair to
forward.
the other
There's not-
guys.
So think of this: you have a guy named Chester putting on some good ass music, and you're gonna put a fucking, not a sexist thing. I'm not saying it's bad to put a female.
There's nothing wrong with the female, but she just doesn't. Yeah.
And not even that. You put a fucking female. Chester is a male. Linkin Park had nothing but males. So you can put a lead singer from Linkin Park that was a boy and switch it up to a female. That's not Linkin Park. That's not Linkin Park at all.
Chester's son is a singer, and he wants to be in a band. But he said Linkin Park. Mike didn't even ask him if he wanted to do it, and he does music.
Yeah,
That's who he should have in Chester's place is his son.
Oh yes. But then again, his son didn't want to follow that. That boy can create something.
No,
way
there's no
more
one that's going to
beautiful.
be Chester. I mean, that man was just.
In my opinion, Chester's son is another form of Chester. Chester don't need Linkin Park. Linkin Park needs him. Chester's son can do it without Linkin Park. That's the crazy part.
Well, like I said, I feel bad for the other band members because it's not their fault. If it's not fair to them that they have to just give it all up because Chester is no longer with us. So I feel for them, and I understand that they are trying to bring the music back to the new generation. And I love that, but you're just who they have is not working.
It's not the band's choice. Guess whose choice it was to bring anybody in? Is that really the band's choice? I've been to bands. I have people that does go band shit for that in person.
Well, if they would put Chester's son as the lead singer, I would go and watch them.
Oh yeah, definitely I would, but they didn't. So what's it, number two that dude that's the piano? What's his name?
I can't remember.
He's the second one in control. He's the one who has really the say so of what. How do you think they got the singer? It wasn't because the band say so. It's just because of his say so. That's why she's singing.
Well, and that's who they should have asked the fans how they felt about it, and asked them who they feel would be a good, the person to take Chester's spot. And because, like I said, most of the fans can't stand that girl, but they would love to have Chester's son do it. But I don't think they're ever going to do it. Now Chester's son is mad at Mike, and they've been in a war with each other since then.
I mean, in my opinion, the kids should be able to take over that band. I mean, it's his dad's band.
They should.
Most of it, not just. I mean, I can't say it's not the people that play his band. It's the band, but the person that fucking sings and makes the music, he owns the fucking.
It's kind of like Queen without Freddie Mercury. It just doesn't work. Like, you're glad to see them still playing music and still bring the music to new generations, but it's never going to be what it was.
Yeah, they're like more
there's never going to come close to it.
Yes. Yeah. No. Yeah. That music shit is gonna turn into like some fucking kiddie bullshit. It's another band. I don't know if you heard of Kiddie, but it's an old ass band for females. But yeah. It's like a heavy screamo band. They're like old band, like probably back in the 90s and 80s. But yeah. Yeah, some weird shit.
So what's your outlet now for your when you really are going through it? Do you have a healthy outlet that gets your mind off it that you can do? Or
honestly, I tried music. Music doesn't really help me. It doesn't matter if I'm listening to country's sad. You listen to heavy rock music.
Country's depressing as hell.
Yes. Anything. I listen to so much music, my head gets self the fucking playlist.
Okay, so have you ever tried just going out and being in nature or hiking or going,
Tried that before. Yes, I tried that before.
What about animals?
Makes me more moody. Animals, not really and stuff. I guess I don't. I know how to treat animals with respect. I don't torture animals. I feed them and all that extra shit. I just don't. Last time I had an attached to a dog and it died. Um, all that extra stuff kind of turned into depression. So, I'm scared to get an animal because of that reason. So I don't have an animal.
So, and what about, you don't like to read? Reading helps a lot of
Reading,
people out of it.
okay, well, I'm going to say this anyways. I'm the person that they call special ed, okay? So I have a little bit of a reading disorder and a spelling disorder a little bit. But yeah, somewhat. If I can understand it, like I got grounded for 3 months and read Moby Dick, but no, even video games. I even use stress balls. I even thought YouTube would help, but YouTube would just get you made fun of.
Yeah, especially this community. It will.
Yeah,
I was doing so good before I came to this community, and then I just went downhill because of all the shit that's said and done. Hey, Chris. I've missed you too. I still see your community posts, Chris, and still like everything that I like every time I see you make a post. But I haven't seen you in a minute. And same JJ, I haven't seen her in a minute either. But good to see you. We're just talking about all sorts of things. This is Morgan, by the way.
What's up,
we're talking about all sorts of things. We're talking about paranormal, mental health, music. Like, we're just chatting.
You might as well say life in general in one circle.
Oh, hold on. Y'all, Kendra went live. Oh, no, she's got 17 minutes. But she's on, it doesn't look like it's on members only.
It says open panel at the bottom of my screen.
These are the comments, y'all. Stanley Cup is already there. Leo says, this is disappointing that you put it on members when so many of us are struggling financially. I thought you understood that. We're all struggling financially, guys. We all are. Why are you punishing those of us who can afford to see this? I've been out of work. These members only lives are too expensive for the average American. Team Democratic Socialism, please remove paywall. Well, they're gifted memberships help out a lot. I saw a post on Reddit about this and I agree. This is very disappointing, Kendra. Okay, and then I guess you made it public. People are dragging Kendra for making a stream under members, y'all. She's doing it so people won't play her content. I understand why she's doing it. She doesn't want people to do commentary on her talking about sensitive things. She still has 17 minutes. I'll end before she goes live, y'all, so we can watch it. But hopefully she's okay and in good headspace. But I guess I'm going to get off here now so I could go eat some watermelon. And I need to make some food too, like for later.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I really enjoyed talking to you, and it's been such a pleasure.
Oh,
and you're welcome anytime.
Okay, cool.
But I'll start putting more paranormal stuff up, and I'll start trying to veer more into that direction.
But yeah, eventually, because I changed my YouTube name, because my YouTube name used to be MCK Paranormal Files, but eventually I'll end up changing it again and stuff. It's just, I'm still trying to do about it. I'm trying to find the right people in the right time, because I'm not going to change everything on my YouTube again just to get fucked with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just good.
Just only do your channel for you. Don't invite anybody else to be a part of. Like, people could go be over there and participate, like collaborate, but don't make them a part of the channel, like the name and everything.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I messed up. But I'm gonna do some research around where Tennessee. Where you said somewhere
East
about
Tennessee.
what?
Yeah.
East Tennessee. Okay, well I'm gonna try to find something, get something set up, or whatever that's cool, not stupid, and I'm gonna start some money towards it. And just if you're down and somebody else is down, let me know, because I will take my ass to Tennessee.
I already know. Me and Sophie are down.
Okay, if you're down, shit, I'm down.
But we just gotta find where.
Yes. I will email you and give you all that detail.
Okay, but we still have time. I don't think we should do it in the heat of summer. I think we need to do it as it cools off a little bit.
Oh, it's way better than cool off. You go inside of a fucking building.
Because we're gonna probably be in buildings that have no AC.
Well, hey, at the same time, that's kind of helpful because when you get cold chills, you know what that means.
That's true.
But then,
all right, well, I will talk to you, and I'll talk to you soon. And you have my email now, so you can send me something.
Okay, thank you.
You need to.
See you later.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and review the stream, and I will talk to you later.
Okay, peace.
All right. Bye, Morgan. Okay, so Kendra's going to be doing a live, y'all. Be hard on her because she wanted to do members. And Leo, I totally understand if you watch the replay of this later why you don't want it on members, because people are struggling. I really do get it. Just try to understand she was trying to do members, so you know who wouldn't do commentary and make fun of her through the whole thing. I understand, but she made it back public, y'all. So I will be watching. We'll see how it goes. If it's really bad, we might have to come back. I don't know, but I definitely don't plan on trashing her. I think she's going through enough right now. At the same time, I do understand people have issues with her for their own reasons. I don't want to kick anybody when they're down. But Kendra's? Sure. 1 second. Oh, let me just tell you, go to Kate. Here, I'm gonna type it. And it'll pop right up once you enter this in. If you go to your search bar and type in this, it'll pull right up. Oh, there it is. Thank you, M to the B. You're so good. Thank you. I have a lot of really great mods. Even some that like participate in the bushes or help out. I'm grateful for all my mods, and I trust all my mods. So yes, there could be misunderstandings where people could get blocked because they assume that or they thought you were speaking ill on me or whatnot. But I trust my mods more than most people on YouTube. So I'm grateful for everybody, and they've been here for me through thick and thin, especially like Geneva, M to the B, Joanna, Martin's mommy. I have Miss Wendy. Actually, Miss Wendy don't want to be a mod, but the list goes on of how grateful I am for you guys. Thank you, Morgan. I was just about to say, I gifted up 10 memberships. M to the B gave a $10. Thank you so much. Morgan's been great. Morgan gave a $1 here, and they gave another one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sly, thank you for your milestone chat. Muggsy, thank you so much for the $5. And the M to the B gifted out 2 memberships, which so grateful for that. Thank you so much. And then Morgan gave another $2. So thank you everyone for everything. I really appreciate it. Hopefully us being live this much made up for a little bit of my absence, but I will, like I said, between now and the end of the month, I plan to be here a lot more, but I do not plan to be MIA like I was this last month and the next month. I had to be MIA this last month for a lot of shit going on that y'all don't know about, but will be definitely being more consistent next month. I'll try not to. I try not to. But if you knew all the shit I was dealing with behind the scenes, you'd get it. Like I said, sometimes I got to fill you in. Same with Morgan, I got to fill you in on some shit. But okay, y'all, I'm gonna get going. Let's go to Kendra's. If you don't got nothing to say, just be in the bushes and listen. But hopefully she's okay. I mean, I'm assuming she's okay, but I really hope she makes an apology to Heidi for misunderstanding or like going off on her for something that was minuscule. So we shall see, y'all. But all right, I will see you next time, guys. Bye.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored again?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always